Hey everybody, it's Best Buddy time once again here over at GLL. It's time for the Wingman series, the best thing you can actually do with only 2 people. Probably also the biggest party you can have with only 2 people. My name is Renee, and with me I got Talha. And it seems like it's not just national holiday in Sweden, you're also full party mode already for Wingman series.
Yeah, well, you see, Renee, I thought we were going to South America to do Wingman. So
we do South America, kinda, but we still stay in Stockholm.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, I thought we were flying to South America. So I've only packed for like hot sunny. I mean, Stockholm is hot and sunny right now, but I've only packed nice flowery tops.
That's fine. It kind of gives a good vibe, right? It's Wingman series. That means 40k on the line. That's pretty big, especially if you consider that it's only 2 players per team instead of a full squad. And there are a lot of teams trying to push into Wingman series in the May qualifiers.
There's about 200 players per region. I think it was 200 players overall for Wingman, but it's not just 40k for overall Wingman, it's 40k for every single region.
True.
So that's EU, CIS, NA, and South America, and they're all playing for their own 40k pool. But this is the last week. I was here last week at Parla, and we did stress how important it was. There's only 3 weeks of Wingman. This is your last week to prove yourself before you can qualify for the grand final. So if you're in the mid-league, in the mid-table, in the midfield, now's your chance to push up into the top 20 to get qualified for the finals pretty much next week. Before
you confuse me with any more from the schedule, let's actually bring it up so you guys are up to date with what's happening and what will come next. You said that already, since this is week 3 and there are only the finals left. That means we're coming close to now finding the top 16 that we then send into that final.
But of course, you can't forget that there are 2 lobbies. I'm not too sure about South America, but NA and EU, there are 2 lobbies. There's Maverick and Goose. And it's 64 teams, and you only... I got told the top 24. You have to be in the top 24 of your lobby to be able to get into the top 32 for the finals. So you're actually not battling just the same teams in your lobby. You're also battling another lobby that you're not playing in. So there's so many more teams to be aware of. And yeah, the pressure's on. The pressure is really on now.
If you're wondering what the E and M means, it's obviously the maps we're playing. So we play Arendal twice today, and then we do an over to Miramar twice today. Also, points, they're very important because that's actually what the teams try to accumulate today here in all the weeks we're playing. So it's pretty similar to the same that you had in week 2, the same thing we had in week 1. It's 20 points for the win, 14, 13, 12, 11, and all the way down. But obviously, kills, 2 points each, and that can be super, super important. If you have a major round where you actually kill a lot of people, that round can keep you alive the whole evening.
Yeah, like last week we saw a team that came in 8th place, but they had a load of kills, so they actually came 2nd overall. Only 1st place you get 20 points, 2nd place you get 14, so there's a massive gap there. But between 2nd, 3rd, all the other teams following down, there's only 1 point difference. So a kill can literally get you up 1 place.
Yeah.
So that's how kill-heavy this structure is. And you only get rewarded for completing 100% of the game if you do come first. But it's not that important. It's about going for those kills. And with 2 players per team, there's more points to be awarded rather than your average squads game as well. So 32 teams to 64 players. We should know this by now. 64 players on a map, right?
Still doing the calculation.
Yeah, I'm still trying to calculate. Just don't do maths on stream. What am I doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just
kill
people.
We know that it's kill heavy and 2 points per kill. I'm waiting for GLL to finally introduce bonus points for being the first to get killed, because that is the moment that I finally go through to a final and make proper money as a player.
That's how you'll get your points.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you get points for being the first one to be killed and be that consistent in that, I would be a pro.
Right, so it's you get points for being the first to get killed. You also get points for being the first team eliminated.
Yeah, that would be good.
So
we could team up, man.
There we go. No, we're fine. We're
easy.
Finals every time. We might even win. It might be enough points to win.
Obviously, that's not the system we play tonight. Now that you have the schedule, we got the points. It's time to actually introduce you to the teams playing tonight. It's South American region that we have tonight, not NA, in case you didn't notice that on Twitter. We're not doing NA tonight, unfortunately, but that will happen on the 10th this month. So let's get a quick overview of who is in this lobby that we actually broadcast today.
Well, straight off the bat, just having a look at the team names. There's Team Singularity. That's a team name that I remember. I don't really follow the South American region that much, and of course we do have the Latin starting tomorrow as well. The South American Masters. Of course, we've got some Brazilians coming over to help us cast that as well. But here are your teams. The 32 teams in tonight's game. I would like to know if there is a second lobby. I don't know if there is, but if there is, then we'll probably go to the next screen. But this is what you're looking at. You've got teams like Malvinas Gaming Duo. So yeah, we do have 2 lobbies, so there is Goose and Maverick. So there are actually 64 teams competing tonight, but they have their own lobbies. What else? Can you see any other teams with big names? I only see Singularity, Watch Dogs.
Yeah, it was like, I was wondering if Eternals Gaming is what I have in mind there. I'm not quite sure yet. Redemption, Savage Esport I heard before.
King.
I just like never face to face.
Well, the thing is with duos, you also have you have the teams that have a squad already playing in a lot of tournaments. But when it comes to duos, they have to split up and then they make their own team names. And they could be, we could have some pro players in some of these other, like Troll Team. That could be like 2 prominent players that we don't know yet. So
it's not like as soon as you hear an unfamiliar name here, it means also the players are kind of unfamiliar. That's not the case.
Yeah.
Because they obviously create just new duo teams to be here. Sometimes they have to split up. We also saw that in EU.
Yeah.
We obviously got a lot of the kind of pro, semi-pro players, and then they're trying to mix their teams to actually go through and all of that. So I guess we'll kind of figure out with the first match today. Obviously got 4 of them.
Yeah.
Because we've got a lot of action on our hands.
Yeah, and it's split evenly. So 2 in Erangel, 2 in Miramar, and we're going to see how these players play out. Of course, in the NA and EU ones, it's right to say that 80% of the players in the Wingman lobbies were actually pro players from NPL, PEL, and also the contenders on both regions. So, it's like part-time practice for some of these teams from Pro League. They come in. Now, of course, South America right now does not have a Pro League system set up, hopefully, pray in the future. But now is a good chance for some of these players, not teams, but players to prove themselves. And, I would love to see, like, intercontinental kind of transfers and stuff. Maybe Europe picks up some South America players to come over to PEL. But we've got a long way to go from that. But now's the chance, with $40,000 on the line for a lot of these players. Now's the chance to prove yourself. And only great things can happen for all these regions.
Yeah, I mean, you said that already. Obviously, it is time to shine, but then there's also the huge difference in actually playing a squad and playing a duo.
Yeah.
Because rotations are completely different. Like getting third party is a complete new story when you're not 4 of you guys. Because there's only that one guy that can help you up.
Or 7th party? It's
ridiculous. It's a lot of parties.
Yeah.
It's a bit like going to
you're not
university.
invited to any of them.
Yeah, it's like there's a party everywhere you go, and sometimes you see people just crawling over from one party to another.
Yeah.
It's like university. Yeah,
they're on a massive night out, and the people that don't want to go to any parties, they're getting crashed by everyone. No, duos, there isn't more players on the pitch, as I like to call it. There's not more players on the pitch, but there's more teams, so there's more enemies, which means like places like Erangel, there's only a limited amount of loot spots to go to, and a lot of pro teams, they already have their, we go here, no one else challenges us kind of thing. But when it comes to duos, you don't have that many places to go. You don't want a really tiny compound to yourself for 2 people. You want to get one of the big cities. So we're going to have like 4 people in Pochinki, maybe 4 teams in Pochinki, 5 teams in Yasnaya. It can get hectic.
We get the same amount of players in there, but not the same amount of teams as it would be on squads.
Exactly. So there's just more mayhem, more carnage, but also with that comes a downfall. 1 player dies in your team, you're down to 50%.
And there's no one else that can pick you up. That's
exactly.
It. If you lost your teammate, if you lost your best buddy, then you're all alone out there in a cruel world that only wants to kill you. That's the bad part. But never mind, we're not sad about that at all.
Are you talking about real life or?
It will get us a lot of action. And since we're in week 3 already, which means we have an overall leaderboard, because this is the last chance for all the teams to actually rack up some points, get some more kills in, and might find themselves in a spot that will get them through to the final. Like I said, as far as I know, it's a top 16. It says top 6. It even says that down there. Look. For all the people like me that can't remember, it says top 16 teams go to finals.
Thank you, production. That's probably because of me, because I've been saying top 24, because I've heard top 24. I presume it's top 16 from each lobby. Can someone please correct me on that one? Okay, right. So, there's 2 lobbies, and there'll be 32, maybe. But yeah, this is your total leaderboard of every. No, this is top 16 from this leaderboard. Oh no, because NA joined South America. That's why.
Yeah, right. they get 16 from every region for a accumulated final.
I completely forgot. Yes. Okay. So NA joined South America. So top 16 from South America go, and they join in and they play against the top 16 from NA. So that's where the $40,000 comes online. Of course, I should know this stuff. So yeah, the top 16. So this is your total leaderboard of everyone. Of course, there are more teams in there that we can't see that just haven't quite made it into the top 32. But yeah, Black tops the leaderboard with 133 points. Look at that, 23 kills. But they're not the top team with 33 kills, just down there in third place. Ronaldo y Rivaldo, they have 34 kills and only on 116 points. It's going to be a close game. Just looking at the midfield as well in that lobby, a lot of these teams will be pushing and fighting, being really aggressive, and they'll be taking, well, they should be taking more risks, Rene. They have to take more risks if they want to get into the top 16. But also the teams that are already in the top 16, they're not that far behind the ones that aren't in the qualifying section. So they're going to be very wary. And how do they play? Do they play more passive, or do they still go play aggressive and try and bag as many points as possible?
I think that's one of the hardest things in PUBG, right? How do you balance that out across 4 maps? We had, on week 1, we had the teams that we're always kind of in our minds on the EU region. We're like, okay, that's the team that should currently be in the lead.
Yeah.
And then you realize that you totally overlooked someone that had like, we had teams of 12, 13, 14 kills in 1 round. And all of a sudden, it changed the entire leaderboard of the day. So to decide before going into such a week, like if you want to do aggressive or you want to do passive, I think that's super hard. I think you can win with both. But if you go for, if you commit to one for the entire night, you really need to know what you're playing.
Yeah.
And you need to kind of adapt to what the teams that fight for the lead with you do as well. Because if they are really hunting for the kills, you can't just wait. Because you might get picked up from the back, so you never had a chance to get into top five while you were just waiting. And the team that you eliminated before that was going against you for the top, but they maybe got 4 or 5 kills already, which gives them a lot of points. They just go up the leaderboard without really surviving until the end. And you played it safe, and you might even win the round in the end, but it's not enough because a team behind you had 14 kills.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these point systems are very close to the super point systems that they use in Pro League and all of that, and it does reward kills. It hands down, so it rewards the more aggressive play. You hardly get any points for placement, but it is still a survival game at the crux of it. It is still survival. You get those extra 6 points ahead from second place if you come first, and that is a lot. And the only way you can do that is by getting kills as well. But it's how aggressively do you commit to that? That's what Rene is saying. Do you go full out aggression, or do you find that right balance and you pick your fights? Or is it just, I hear shots 100 meters away, let's run in a third party and then just hope? But at the end of the day, you also have to show confidence when you're playing. When you're playing PUBG especially, you have to commit to the fights and you have to just trust your aim. I lose all my fights because I have terrible aim, and I don't trust my aim as well, so I want to stay away from fights. But if you show confidence, everyone else will be terrified.
I mean, we saw in week 1, we had 2 or 3 teams that went into top 3 even with just 1 player. They lost a teammate super early on, but they played it so well. They just positioned themselves right, pick a fight here and there. If they were really sure, okay, there's a chance for me to get that kill, but not like, okay, whatever ran through my crosshair, I'm just shooting at it. That's not what we saw. So, like, playing smart, showing intelligence on, like you said, on the pitch, basically, is really what counts for Wingman series, because you never know who else is seeing you shoot, who else is hearing you shoot, especially when you're alone. You might totally give away your position. There's no one else that can help you out. You might run out of smoke grenades, and we know how important they are to actually move around. So I think besides having a great aim, PUBG is one of the games where you really, really need to be smart, because there's so many different... We know on the typical FPS shooters, there's a way for you to learn the entire map, the different strategies on it. PUBG is more about adaptability, right?
Yeah,
you might end up in a position you've never been before.
Absolutely. Like, every single game has its own story, right? That's the idea. That's what people keep coming back to. Every game is a new story, is a new adventure, because a circle changes, and you just never know where it's going to go. Okay, yeah, you do have some similar circles, and you're like, okay, this is the strategy that we can utilize in this circle, but not everyone will be playing exactly the same, going to the same compounds, and all that kind of stuff. So it's all about just adapting to what you have. And I like to call it, it's a game of problem solving. That's it. No, it is. It's a game of problem solving. There's a problem in front of you. You have to solve that problem. What is the best way to solve it? And if you solve it, you go. Yeah. You solve that problem, you then move on, and then there's another problem, and you have to solve that next problem. And the problem is positioning, rotations, and of course circles. And it's just, what is the best solution to this problem that you have? It's like from that film, The Martian, at the end. He's like, if you solve problems and problems and problems, and you survive. That's it. That's the ending.
The only problem I see there is, besides obviously running into problems every single time, is every time we're here, we're discussing about do you want to be the ones being in the middle of a circle and maybe get a compound and wait? Or do you want to be the team that plays around the circle?
Yeah.
And in the end, I think there's no really, like, especially in duos, no real answer to that. Because we always tend to say, if one of the outside teams won, it was like, oh yeah, they could rotate the circle, was really easy, they got the win. But then the next round we see someone staying in the middle of it and winning it in the end, and you're like, okay. It's really up to who's playing it and where everyone else is heading to.
Of course, you can just get circle luck. You either get circle luck, but at the end of the day, it also comes down to your individual skill. And there are many times when you've got, I mean, let's just go back to the major for the insane 4-man nade by one of the Asian players from the Eastern section. Being the solo against a full 4-man team and having another solo from Incognito's on the other side, you know, they're all focused on him and he's just snaking, he's crawling, and you just know that he's going to do something insane, and he just pops out a nade and throws it. And as you were saying, smokes are so important. At the yes, I agree. Well, at the current moment in the current meta, you have players that are just carrying like 7 to 8 nades because it's just it's just grenade meta. And the problem with nades is, well, I wouldn't say the problem with nades. The downside of kind of going against nades is that your armor doesn't come into any sort of effect against them. So it doesn't really, no matter what armor you're wearing, nades will just do flat like true damage regardless. So that's why nades are so powerful, and it gives you so much range. And especially like in competitive, a lot of players, they play very smart when they take peeks. If they peek and you knock them, you're most probably going to knock them into cover. So you can't really finish them.
Yeah, you can't finish them off.
Exactly. So that's where nades come really important. I have yet to see great use of stun grenades, flashbangs. I would love to see them utilized more, but you know, there's just no place for them right now because
everything is so open. That's another problem.
Everything's open, and all the fights, if they're close range, they're super fast, right? They're super fast. No one has time to take out a flashbang and throw it over because you're just going to get pushed or you're pushing, or they're either really mid to long range fights. That's PUBG.
You don't plan taking over a building like the SWAT team would do.
No.
You're not in PUBG and standing in front of the door and it's like, hey man, I know exactly how this building looks like. You go to the left, I flash to the right, then we go in. It's like, if you wait that long in front of the door, there's a high chance that you got killed twice already from the back.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And you can hear like the flashbang being cooked. So as soon as that happens, the guy's going to run out the door and shoot you. But like, as you just said, sometimes you're going to be going, like, especially on Miramar, you're going to be going in buildings you've probably never been in before.
Well, like that became more dynamic due to being able to climb in and out, which is a change I really, really like. You see it? We're on the first plane. That means we're heading into game 1 of week 3. That's not just because I know, that's also because I really like that beautiful graphic. And we're going from northeast down to southwest. So Primorsk is basically our end, and all the way to Kaminsky. That's what I want to say.
Kameshki.
Kameshki.
Yeah, one of
the...
the...
like, yeah. I prefer Starba because that's easier to remember.
Of course. No, it's one of the newer compounds being added into the game, but it's a very nice plane. A good, nice, easy first plane to kind of reward everyone. It's going to go straight down the middle of the map, nice and diagonal, so everyone can kind of get everywhere.
Do we see military, or you think?
I was just about to say, if someone wants to go to military, they have the option open for them. It's probably going to be Primorsk because, of course, well... You're not in a squads game, right? So going to military is actually less risky. Ooh. But we have BRC and RDP dropping in Pachinki, and Rasmus already got himself an Uzi. He's rushing in, and he's actually going to get down Nicolotto and finishes him off for good measure. Headshot, nice and easy. But his teammate...
It was not even 1.5 minutes into the first round we got the first kill.
No, but that's the aggression that you have to look for, especially when you drop in Pachinki. Is grab a gun, don't grab anything else, and go straight for it. We can see...
Yeah, that was the problem now. They're not really sure where Dendana was waiting for them, like the second redemption that we're currently on board basically with. Now he gave away his position, which is, I mean, nice. He got some damage done, but now he's probably hunted by both of them in Pachinki. So Pachinki is a hot area already, but also only 2 teams. If you consider how big Pachinki is in terms of loot, that's not many people, right? It's only 3 now. Because Redemption lost 1 already. They're down by 1. Nicoletto was the first one to leave this lobby again after coming in. So there's still a lot, but Dendenda's definitely just looking to save his life to ensure that he's not getting flushed out of the game that early on.
Going elsewhere on the map, you can see Guben dropping around the eastern apartments area, this nice, lovely compound that a lot of people use just for mid-rotations. So you can hold it a tiny bit.
I
wait
just
for his
love
teammate.
the slide hit
Oh,
with
so
the car.
he-
It's like
he-
a skateboard.
Yeah, so he's part of BRC as well. He just doesn't have the tag on his name, but he's got the same logo. So they've got a nice... they're actually split then. So they've got 2 players in Pochinki and 2 players just out here. So I think they're holding the rotation. We just saw the circle. So they're going to be holding the rotation, or like the semi-rotation spot where you can just chill and wait for the next circle to come up. We've got Skew247 as teammate in Rozhok. There we go. Ed Dendena.
Yeah, and then I was just eating another grenade there. So still Rusty Zera and Raspu. That's the fight we watched already, and seems to be the only compound right now where someone is fighting that grenade from Raspu. That was too much for Dendana, and he's out. That means we got Redemption being the first team to have been eliminated, and was right in the middle of our circle, right in Pochinki.
I just thought we were playing squads there for a second, of course.
Really?
No, yeah, because Guben won in PRC.
Oh, that's why you went with the logos. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, no, they're not holding a rotation. It's duos, right? Because BRC, like the Pochinki, so there's... Of course, we're in duos. Literally just spent about...
Welcome to Wingman series.
5 minutes talking about it, and I was like, they're holding the rotation for their teammates to come from Pochinki. No, they're not teammates in this game. They are teammates, but not in this game. Not for the next 4 games.
Yeah, when we're not with squats yet, sometimes they kind of squat up, but that's not the same. Leboy and Avellino down here at the pier. Seems like, I'm not sure if they actually saw the other twos over there already. Cable owns.
Yeah, they might have
his
seen them
teammate. I don't think so, because it seems like Oh, they did. Thanks, camera guy. That's what I love with these observer here at GLL.
That would
Right?
be
They always let you know. They always let you know. Which that is a beautiful one.
Wow. Okay.
Mint condition, never been abused. Slight problem with the tires, though. Might need a new one before you can go on to your next road
Was it
trip.
them? Was it Cable? Oh, right. Okay, so they landed, or they grabbed themselves the weapons with some scopes, and they got rid of the only vehicle that was nearby for Loboy and Avelinas. And well, there you go. Now they're kind of stuck by Ferropier. Not a great place to be stuck in. Of course, the next vehicle is towards Primorsk area, or you have to cross the field, as we can see Cable Owens is doing. And it's very important to have a car. You do not want to be on your feet with the Nikes on going across this field. It is just a hell trap. Elsewhere on the map, Marco Juarez coming in on this lovely compound in the mid-rotation.
Yeah, they're not really going for it. I was actually expecting him to at least take some shots, because his teammate was probably seeing them as well, at least retaining down there. So they could try to have a quick look there and maybe even get some shots off, because they know that the enemy is there, but the enemy doesn't know the other way around. We see there is some bit going on at Military Island. We have Haino and Haipao being down there in Sosnovka Island, but so far they're all alone. Nico is having a bit of a run here for Kings.
Yes, you can hear the car. He's just holding Cube right now. He's going to just spray. Might not connect anything. It'll be lucky if he does, but it's just keeping other teams at bay, making sure that they don't crash him. Of course, you don't want to be crashing even one guy who has a gun and he's ready, because you won't be... You jump out your vehicle. First, it takes time. You have to get close. You make the shots easier for them to land. And then when you do jump out, there's animation that you need to get your gun out and all of that stuff. So you don't want to be crashing them into. You can see Kovad. He's just going to be going across the other bridge, getting a massive berth on Cube. And of course, that means that Cube is not for taking. It is currently being rented. But God Compound is absolutely available just under. And Guben 11 is just caught running in the open. Still Young manages to grab a kill for his team. Kills Still Young and Nico. So Nico's holding the cube for Still. Actually, yeah, so they're not that far away, but they've got the north of the circle, and they've got a nice crate if they want to go for it.
Yeah, they got better overview. Obviously now they can see Psychopath moving down, so Still Young can actually let his teammate know that he might run into another car there, which gives him a second shot at the car, which is
he's
great.
actually driving directly towards Cube as well. Meanwhile, who else is driving directly towards another player? Cable Owens taking some shots. It looks like someone's going to get knocked. It is Crime. He's super low. One more hit. He's still in range. No, he jumps out behind the shack, but Cable Owens is going to jump back in.
I was actually wondering if that wasn't a bit too risky. He got lucky they got away, but they really faced. Look at that. They got one shot down to Cable Owens. That was a great one right through that window. It was just peeking. And now they know that both are in the same building, and they actually have a good look down that little hill. I was just surprised that they were really facing that they're trying to contest that fight. Because I was wondering, okay, you saw it. He ate a lot of damage early on. He took a lot of damage. I thought, okay, they make it over the ridge. They just run away. They're not facing. But they turn around. They do.
I was going to say that Mir and Crime, they do have a really good position here to take this fight. They've got the upper ground, so they can actually see the feet of the two players in the yellow before they can actually take the peaks. But they've got another team from their west just coming in, and at that point, your position on the hill is highly compromised because the west side of that fight can pretty much see everything. So they might not want to take this fight. You can see Crime's now running back. Mir going to bring the US back over, and they're just going to dip out of this fight. Cable Owens still going to hold. They're going to just frag a bit. Actually, are they committing to this fight? They're just trying to get a different angle.
No, I told you, it really surprised me. They really tried to face that for whatever reason. Don't know if they're really into the kills down there, because I thought they had the worst position because they were the ones being shot first. He was really low already. He had 2 pro. Crime was low on health. Obviously, he had a chance to bandage up a bit and get back into the fight. Now it seems like they're finally leading, while Bertman is actually, Dan, giving himself a gift early on. I mean, National Swedish Holiday is probably over already because it's after midnight, but you can still go for gifts. There's no one stopping you from that. Let's see what's in there. M249, a nice suppressor, obviously level 3 stuff as always, and that sweet, sweet adrenaline.
Yeah, love it. M249, my favorite gun. Oh, that is a hard shift. But it's not that bad. A lot of the teams you can see right now where the cursor there is, everyone's just going to be rotating, and the south of the circle, Renee, is just not taken. You've got the western, the western farm. You've got the yellow houses down there on the south. Of course, the circle is eventually going to shift away from water, so we're not likely going to see anyone go for the yellow houses, apart from the teams that are really late. But Jesus! That's all I can say. Jesus. I mean, his name is Jesus. Which one was it? Was I exclaiming in shock, or was I saying his name? Jesus getting an insane knock on a bike. It's so hard to hit shots on someone on a bike. The bike, one of the fastest vehicles, especially when it's going sideways. You have to really, especially with a 7.62 rifle with the slow velocity and high bullet drop. But he managed to get that. It was a headshot as well. So a nice easy kill on rotation there. And because they're in apartments and they've got loads of teams around them, they're all going to be rotating through that area. Kovad found himself another team. Harmy isn't knocked, but he gets a knock into Balita, and Harmy, he actually gets both.
Oh,
no, it's Archulov. He's shooting from somewhere else, so he finishes Kovad, and that's another team down. But Harmy takes no damage there. Red RDNX. He takes out, look at all this.
Nala kind of ran out of luck there, going right to that combo into the face of Renax. He was just taking him down immediately. He got Lawrence hit as well. So that is a team eliminated from the map. That was really quick. He was just basically waiting, and he delivered him the entire team on a silver plate, basically. I was wondering, we were quickly onto Yeah Black, which is the team that is currently leading the leaderboard. They're on 133 points before going into this week. That's the team we're currently on.
Yeah, Black. They managed to get a knock out of that vehicle. See, this is the problem, and they blow it up. So that's another team taken out straight away. 3 teams falling within a matter of 2 minutes on this rotation. Rotations aren't that great in this game for a lot of these South American players. We've already seen those 3 teams go down, and the problem is you have to go to these compounds, you have to drive past them, see if anyone's in there. But for these hill rotations, it's like, well, you don't know if someone's going to be there or someone is. And they're driving through an K rotation. You kind of don't want to go up on the hill because that is a place where players sit on, where Yeah Black is. And look, there's another vehicle coming in. It's going to be kills, and still Young gets tagged up so hard. What great spray control from Ganjoan.
They really want to make sure that everyone knows that this is their region, that no one else is touching this right now. That could be the chance for the 3rd kill, so that's already 6 points without finishing this round off at all. And with being at the current top of the leaderboard overall after 2 weeks, having a good first match basically secures them, kinda, if they're lucky, the spot into the finals already, and they're doing very well down there. Nico actually avoided the same ending as his teammate did when he was running into Ganjuan. So he got away, but he's all alone now, and it seems like wherever he wants to go, there's someone waiting. There's Hypo and Heino, the team that came from military. They're waiting there right next to the road. In Pachinki, we obviously have the BRC boys that got the first, at least the first kill of the match. Later on, they flushed the entire team there, and since then, they are in control of Pachinki, which is still a great position in terms of the entire circle. But look, Ganjan Buzao picking up another fight, and Rusty Zero takes one as well.
Oh, Rusty Zero actually got naded, and he's actually fighting another team in the farmhouses. But Nico takes no damage there, but his vehicle is super banged up at this point, and now he's actually It really depends what happens to the circle there, because I'm pretty sure that vehicle URs that he has is going to be not useful at all. Okay, it's not smoking. It might have a little bit. Okay, it's tiny bit smoking. It's black smoke as well.
And
it's got no wheel. Tire. So now he's actually like a sitting duck, and this watchtower is literally in the middle of 3 hills and Pachinki. And you've already got Team 27 up there on the right. He's actually going to start firing at RDNX, who is coming across another rotation in between all these teams. And you can see it is hell to get past, but luckily he has a bike. So he's going to be zooming past everyone. No one's on Pachinki, not Pachinki Hill. A lot of teams are on the Pachinki Hill there on the western side, but no one's on the southern hill with a nice dip and stuff. But you can see Kalinex.
You got 2 people not even looking in his direction. That was a great start for him, but not getting enough damage done for the first drop. That would have been very important there to make sure that he get at least 1 to force them to kind of either pick him up or go somewhere else. Right? RDNX was sent flying there by Kapata here. That was a nice stunt, but doesn't get any points for him at least.
This is what I'm on about, Renee, in duos. Is there's just so what's right the ground the ground that's available for you to rotate onto, it's just so much less because there's more teams. You don't know where to go, and this is what we're seeing for all these players, and Kalinex is going to be a part of it too, but in fact, Pom takes down Caster FPS. Kalinex does not go down. He jumps out of his vehicle, takes a bit of damage, and Caster FPS gets knocked by Pom on the backside, and now Skewed has no time. He's going to throw the smoke, but he has no time to go for the res. Oh, he might just do. He's got the tree there. Ooh, his bomb's not sticking out that much. But Kalinex has good sight, but he thinks he's being pushed at this moment, and what a nade. If that bounces, it might just land.
All right, on top.
Oh, okay,
nope,
no, it doesn't
not really, not at all. Singularity obviously currently 7th in the overall leaderboard, so not in a bad position at all. But if there are some points available, if there's some kills available for them, especially for Pom, we saw him in earlier seasons already, then he wants to take them, and he actually locked on to Scoot and his teammate down there. It seems like they not want to let them run away. Smokes will run out soon. That's what we're seeing right now. With that a bit more visibility to Singularity, they might be able to take them, but there's someone around we saw up the hill there. That was Kalinex, I think. Yeah, it is.
This is the problem. This is the problem for them. They started firing at Kalinex, and because they didn't get a knock on, what an insane headshot, but Lockwix, he gets taken down. Pom is all up to you. He's spraying, he gets skewed down. No, it's Kalinex. This is the problem I was saying. Kalinex is now sandwiching all these teams. He's going to take down Caster. And there we go. That is, I don't know what the team name is, but Skewed and Caster FPS, they get taken down. And I think Kalinex knows that there's another person in the fight there, so he's going to try and aim for it. Yeah, there we go. He's now going to shoot at Pom. And if he can take down Pom, that's another team wiped, and he's got the entirety of that side of the circle to move in. You can see, is it Fax and Jesus up there in the church side of Pachinki?
Kalinex takes all of them. Look at that. He's alone on this. He spawned into this alone for Youngblood 2K19. And if he takes that region of the outer circle, then he's in a great position to actually move in.
Yeah.
Make sure that no one is behind him, because everyone is moving into this circle down south of his position. Marcus Ferraris is currently waiting for who's coming down there. Einkel and what? Alierv.
Ali.
We just go with Ali.
Ali.
Yeah.
But they're just proning, they're lying down, and I think Ali might, if Ali jumps and he sees them, he might be able to get it, but he jumps straight.
He knows. That's
Marco
sure.
Juarez. How he didn't get the knock, but it's ZY who gets the knock on the refrag, on the repeak right there, and now Einkel left on his own. Kalinex takes on Fax, so he's pushing. He is pushing, but Jesus takes down Kalinex. So there we go. His reign comes to an end on that rotation.
It had to happen at one point, I think. He was all alone. That kind of limits you a lot in terms of knowledge and info and intel you can actually get from the map. So obviously you can only run look in one direction. The Black guys, Bozao and Ganjohan, they're sitting there in the small shack, and that's not a great position. Oh, that grenade might be close enough to finish both off. And with that, Black is eliminated. Position 17. That is our current leader that's just out here right now.
Look at these guys, Dan and Yunkosh. They know they downed the current leaders of the leaderboard, and they went for this insane push in the open field. No one was looking at them. It is a risk you have to take. They know they've got the knock, and they're going to go aggressive. They're going to wipe them out from the game and get those points from them. But that push that they take is so dangerous, but luckily no one's looking at them. And now we can just see Archloff and Eddie Stick. They're pushing up around this Pachinki hill, coming up behind Kopata. Is it Psychopata? Yeah, Psychopata.
You go there. I was really thinking about that. But
yeah, I was trying to figure out, but there we go.
Psychopath, all right.
Arshlov spots Harmy. He's not looking at him. Misses the first couple of shots.
Misses all of them.
Oh, dear.
Oh, there we go.
Dear.
Finally, 2 shots connecting. Everything else kind of looked like we're still shooting range practice first time for Eternals Gaming. See Jesus, he obviously got 2 kills. We saw, all of them. Harmy takes down Jesus and finds his teammate as well slightly before that. So the 100 idea is out of the game. Psychopath finds himself in not the greatest spot at all. We see Crime on the other side there. Eternals Gaming right next to him. So he needs to lay low right now, making sure that he's not running into it. But Skulder finds Lukey, so Singularity is also out already. That 7th position, as we said before. That grenade
nade
onto Gookie, beautifully rolled up the hill.
That's a good nade. He has to force him out of that cover, but now he's going to get his weapon out. He just switches to heal at the wrong time. But Harmy's on the flank, and he's going to push around. He just needs to find Eddie. He's spraying. He's going for the thirst. It might be all or nothing, but he finds the head of Eddie Stick, and his teammate just falls at the last second. But Harmy is going absolutely ham. 5 kills all by himself.
And that's 10 points already for Savage Esports without any position on the leaderboard at all. So they can be happy about that start. Someone in blue, just like that was Nico. He lost his teammate earlier on this game already. So King's now finally eliminated with that. Flush down there in blue. There, I quickly saw a supply drop coming down. The crate was actually in the circle right now. Marcos is still looking for an actual target, and he found Avelino. He's now in that small shack there, but his teammate will also follow. Hopefully he's... Oh no, Low Boy is actually down already. I just saw it.
Going for the 4x spray in that range. Some good concentration there, but Mir actually gets taken down by a headshot right at the edge. And there we go, the nade coming in for utility.
They're not aware of Crime rotating around. Look at that, Rusty Zeros not looking at all. He will be picked up by Crime from the side, and he might even get the second one, but no, Raspu a bit quicker, takes him down. Another team out.
He gets third party. It's it's Eastwood, sorry, coming in, and now they're trying to pick up, is it Rusty Zero? No, it's the other one. Just before he gets around the corner, Avelina finds ZY, so he gets taken out. And Skulder and Perry, well, they're out in the field. They're in the open. They need to make it into the circle, and all they have are smokes. They've actually run out of smokes as well. But you've got the likes of the team that is up in the forest up there on the little hill. And also you've got people on Pachinki Hill still. All this shift working in everyone's favor that didn't survive here, but the fight has to be taken to Pachinki Hill. Raspu now needs to hold this side all to himself. He doesn't know that he has... Oh, no, he does, sorry. I thought there was another 2 players just coming up behind. But look at this, High Power and Henyo. They're going to try and contest for the hill while Dizzy and Eastwood are coming down, but Raspu gets the knock onto Eastwood.
That was a pretty quick turnaround. I didn't expect him to actually look at Dizzy and his teammate over there, but Raspu also had to take a lot of damage. He actually wants to have a look at High Power instead of going over to Dizzy. That's the closest target and might be the easiest from above, but he has to spot him or Hino. But down there, that's only coming out. Might not really help him, though, to get damage done on High Power, but at least that's him not push up the hill. He is in the circle. That's the important part. Dizzy and Eastwood are still outside of the circle, so they have to push at one point and basically run into that wall. Look at that. There are 3 people waiting on them right on the edge of the current circle.
Yep, Eastwood gets taken out, and I think High Power's just been spotted by Dizzy. He's not going to go for the shot. He knows where the teammate is, and he's right behind Hano. So he's going to be pushing, and Hano might just spot him. No, I don't know if that's spot. Yeah, he did. And now the fight is on. He goes for the head, gets the headshot, and Hano gets taken down. Going to go for the flush. Nice, easy 2 points. And now change target to High Power, who is stuck in between Dizzy and Raspu.
Yeah, but High Power doesn't see Raspu right behind him. That will be a problem, but High Power gets Dizzy actually out of the match. But what I said, it was Raspu. He was looking from the top there. It's like, okay, whoever wins there, I'll kind of pick him up. That's an easy one. I just need to concentrate and have good timing. He did well. So that is 1 BRC still alive. He lost his teammate a bit earlier, basically in front of, before we jumped into this fight. Now Blue is closing in. Let's see where we got the next circle. Oh, that moves far away from Skolda and Pierre. Look at that. Also the Junkosh and Berkman.
But
Dan.
they have vehicles, Rene.
They have. Oh, true. That will help them a bit at least. Yeah, better than that vehicle. Yeah, you don't need to pick up that one.
I think they're just using it for cover because they know that Perry and Skulder are in the field, but they don't have a vehicle, so they're just going to have to... Oh, do they? They're moving very fast. Do they have a bike?
No.
Yeah, they have a bike. They have a bike.
Oh,
so
true, yeah.
They can use this. But both these teams know that there's another team in the field, so they're just going to wait. But now Perry and his teammate are just going to beeline it straight towards Marco Juarez, who is get ready for the spray down.
Yeah.
He already got 2 kills. He wants to add another 2 to that scoreboard. He hears him get off the bike, spots one, gets into the vehicle, easy spray down. Perry gets taken out and blows up. Marco Juarez gets 1. Going to go around the tree, but Skaldi is out in the open. But somehow, oh, he's getting third party. Dan, he helps them. He helps them.
I was so concentrating on that one fight there, and then he just get third party from all the way down there. That is a harsh life. He had a great position behind that tree, but only 1 kill from Raspu's still sitting on his little hill. I was like, no, I'm king of the hill. I'll make sure that works. That's a beautiful
my God!
Wow, what a way of working down the grenades that hill there. Beautiful bounce right. It seems like he actually hit the tree.
No, he did. He hit the tree, and then it went off to the side and just got into range. The player had the tree for cover, but what can you do? You literally hear the nade as it blows up. You can't. There's no time to react to that at all. Excellent grenade there, but now Dan stuck in the open fighting Raspu, who the circle luck and just everything has just gone in his favor. First, the 2 teams pushing had to take each other out, and he's got the top of the hill, and now everyone else is just out in the open. And what an insane headshot by Dan! There we go.
But Dan and his teammate, they now. Being in the back position, we see that. They got the 1 smoke to work around. They got Cable Owens and his teammate on the left. They got Raspu on the right up that hill. Psychopath is probably coming down the hill at one point as well. And they only have like these cars and built them. Oh no, they try to run away. That will be interesting now if actually Raspu takes the risk looking down there and tries to get them out of the cars, or if it's even Cable Owens that tries to get a shot with his teammate. He does so, but so far none of the shots connecting. That was Trick, and instead he's getting run over by his teammate.
Okay, no, he's behind cover. He gets hit right behind cover. That's okay. See, he hit the tree, not knowing the tree was going to be there. Gets out. Jankosh just takes him out. But oh my God, I was going to say, you know what? This rotation's fine. They're going to go straight for center circle, but he gets yeeted straight behind cover. And HVC, they saw that, so now they're pushing. It's an easy kill right here. Needs to throw a nade into the smoke. The res does go off.
He doesn't have one. He doesn't have one.
Jankosh sprays back. He doesn't have a nade. He's got smokes. Only smokes.
He has no clue. Jankosh is obviously now going to the shack. Dan will die in that smoke. I don't see him being picked up again, especially not with Cable Owens helping out from down there.
Yeah, but now
cover fire.
Raspu's coming in from above, from behind. So
Raspu right now is my tip for this match.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Mine too. He's got a good position, and honestly, the way he's been playing is very, very strategic and methodical as well. You can see it. You've got Psychopata, who is at the top as well, but he's just proning. In fact, he has good line of sight on Harmy if he just peeks over, but you can see...
I'm wondering if he knows already about Harmy, because Harmy could be that one guy that gets overlooked the entire time down there. And that one player just pops up and tries to grab the win.
Also, Harmy, he's right on the edge of the circle, but just look in front of him where the circle actually is going. He doesn't have any cover there, so he has to get to the rock.
But that guy sits on 5 kills. 5 kills. He knows what to do.
So he doesn't actually, honestly, it doesn't matter at this point for him. He just needs a really good placement. If he comes either 5th right now, he actually goes up by quite a lot. Because I'm pretty sure if we can get the kill, the kill standings up at some point, you can see 5 kills on this team. So he's already got more kills than all the players here. He just needs to add a couple more to it, and he's definitely got like 2nd place in this game, or 1st. Yeah.
Raspu also sitting on 5. That's 6 in total, because Rusty Zero obviously picked one up as well a bit earlier, before it was the Raspu show all alone. So there was no one else. Psychopata, obviously also the BRC TAC, and I was wondering if that is from the same team, because that might be interesting then. If they kind of try to work around, but Psychopata got 1 shot. He was eating that bullet right in his face, and Raspu is not having anything, even with the same tag. He does not care, but down to 36, down to 7. That might be the wrong moment to show yourself and take a peek and take a shot, because not everyone else looks onto him. Yeah.
He actually takes him down in revenge. I was going to say, this rotation to the circle for Psychopata was really hard, but Raspu, he ruined it completely for himself. Psychopata takes down HVZ as well. 2-shot headshot right there.
That is the team that's currently in 3rd, or 3rd overall, Ronaldo y Rivaldo. So there's also one of the top teams that are still in here. Bergman Dan is pushing up to Psychopata. I think Dan might have a shot when he comes up that ridge. Psychopata not really reacting to the push up the hill. That was a lot of damage he had to take. Wasn't really aware of Dan coming up that fast. Now he's running up. That's another grenade helping him out. Flush Psychopata off that map. And we see Ronaldo and Rivaldo being eliminated here. We're down to the last 3 teams. It's all about the podium right now.
Indeed it is. All these teams are on the podium. It's just what position on that podium do you want? right now, Harmy, he is still playing methodical as best he can, and I love the aggression that's coming out. I love the aggression that's coming out. You know there's someone there, you need to go flush him out. He is your problem, go and deal with them. Okay, yeah, HVZs and Cable Owns, they have got a clean line of sight of you, but you know that one person's been knocked, so they won't be challenging you while you go and deal with that problem that you have. And right now, both these teams, they're too invested in each other. Harmy might just get away with this, Rene. He might be able to just push in and spoil the whole game for both these teams.
HVZ had the quick look there. Unfortunately, not connecting. But you're right. That's what I wanted to point out earlier. It's basically if Harmy now makes sure that these two teams are fighting, at one point he will know who will be the winner. Concentrating on that, turning around, killing both, gets away with a win. It's probably what he's looking at
just
right now.
Getting into the circle right now. Getting into the circle. Harmy gets a knock onto Yunkosh. Takes him down. He's going to go for the flush. Doesn't quite get it, but he needs to hide 9 HP. He is going to get taken down. It's going to be Dan that takes him out. And now we're in to a nice 2 versus 2 while Yunkosh is down and HVZ is doing yet another push onto them, seeing they can take him out.
Both are running to the direction of Dan and Yunkosh. They try to be super aggressive, coming around the mountain right now. He wants to pick up his teammate, but there's no chance. Cable Owens looks around. That might be the last kill. It is actually in 7 Bell winning the first round of week 3 here. What an inning. They didn't even wait it. As soon as they knew it's only us, 2v2. You know what? Let's just run over there, say hey to them, and let's see how that turns out.
See, at that point... And
it's only 2 kills.
They only had 2 kills.
Yeah. Compared to everyone else.
That was their only 2 kills.
Yeah, compared to everyone else, it's like 4 kills on Dan and plus 2 from Yunkosh. So that's 6. That's another 5 for place 3, like position 3, and then only 2 for Psychopath and Goobin 11 as well.
Yeah, so I think it's joint first in that game. 6.
Probably.
So 6. So that's 2. That's 12. No, it's not joint first. So they do actually get first place after coming second. But I think at that point is right. Your teammate is down. You're in a 2 versus 2. Like you're in duos, and it's going to be a 1 versus 2. At that point, you don't go for the res. You don't. You go for the fight.
I just like how quickly they picked up on the change of situation when they saw that Harmy was taking down Yunkosh, and they were like, all right, they must be busy with something right now. They don't know how to set up right now. They got confused with someone pushing in. So if there's a chance for us, then it has to be right now, immediately.
Look at that. Jesus. 3 hits, nice and easy. And yeah, this is where all the kills started, Rene. On that rotation, second circle, everyone just going down. Everyone. We're going to see all the kills here coming in. Look at this. Another unlucky duo on this rotation. And I think this is when the car blows up as well. Troll team, absolutely trolled over.
The troll face coming up in the explosions. Like, oh yeah, kind of fits. Bikes were, a bit risky today. Definitely, we saw a lot of people being killed on bikes. Poem obviously picked up over there.
Oh,
yeah,
no, it wasn't
that was when Kalnix actually came in and had a lot of strong moments and picking up kills.
Yeah, and we actually saw him being on the unlucky side as he was making the rotation. He actually got taken down very low. He just hits the deck, and then suddenly the team that was fighting him are the team being sandwiched. And that's a second. Literally, all it takes is a second, and, you know, everything can be in your favor. You can see, like, at the end, how Lobos just absolutely just changed up their game. It literally takes that split-second decision-making that can be, you know, take you from second place to first place. You know, if I criticize one of the players, he shouldn't have gone for the res, because at the end of the day, you know the other team's going to be pushing. Well, it comes with the experience that you're going to know the other team's going to be pushing. And when they're pushing, they're out in the open, then they don't have their weapon up. They're sprinting in the open. You can take the fight and isolate it with the tree, especially into 1v1. But unfortunately, that was a lost opportunity, a lost chance. But nonetheless, they got enough kills to push them up there in the top. You just saw how many kills they got. Insane nades. They took out Black. So...
Which is the current leader, so that definitely helps. I still love that long grenade down the hill.
Yeah, I know.
It reminded me of football. It was like the quarterback sending it right into the end zone.
It's hit a tree. It doesn't matter. The tree doesn't mean anything to the grenade.
I mean, it depends on. Sometimes you got the lucky angle, basically. You sit behind, so like, no damage. What happened?
I wonder how the game model is. Like, if you throw a grenade and there's a tree blocking it, is it like it just cuts out that radius of... You know, where you can't see. It could be like a really tiny radius they have to sit into.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand? Like, there's a radius of a grenade, and if you put something in the way, then
That's probably why he got lucky. That was actually... It was bouncing down the hill, up to the tree, and then to the left.
Yeah.
While he was to the right.
So
that
he must have
probably what
just
killed
been
him.
in the radius, yeah.
If it were just that light down right in front of the tree, probably get away with it.
Anyways, some a really good insane first game coming out by the South American region. A lot of kills, especially on rotations, but a lot of good fights and a lot of aggression. That's what I like to see. People going for the kills, going for the fights.
Yeah, good start to our 40k. That's once again to remind you guys, Wingman series, not just fun duos. Nope, there's a lot on the line, and it's week 3. That means we're coming down to the top 16 that will go into the final, because we're in the last week, like normal play days here for the South American region that we do today. Once again, as a reminder, there's no NA today. That will be done on Monday then, the 10th. So it's only that region for today. But you saw our action in match number 1, so I'm absolutely sure we'll have another 3 cracking matches. All of that, more of us right after the break. Series is back. We just finished our first match of week 3, which means we're in the last week before heading into the final. Everything counts right now. It's still Talha and me, GRunner, bringing you all the action from GLL with the best duo series around. 40k on the line.
The best duo series ever created by GLL. It's actually $80,000 prize money split over 2 regions. Europe and CIS and North America and South America will be competing in the finals next week. Hopefully, once we do the NA Wingman series on Monday, as it's been rescheduled. But once it does happen, these regions will fight for 40k in their respective regions to be the best duo ever in their region, of course.
GLL probably is offended right now because he said the best duo series that GLL ever did. It's also the best that anyone else ever did. Just to make sure.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I meant.
Sure.
No. No, that's exactly what I meant. What I meant to say was that GLL have done it
again and again and again.
And again, and they are the best at doing it.
Because we're already in Series 7.
Exactly, and like the amount of players that sign up for it tells you that, you know, everyone loves the GLL format, how they do it.
It's also easier to create a team, right? I mean, you only need your best friend, that's it, and you're good to go.
Exactly.
Sometimes a random from a server is also that great. Let's have a quick look in the score, actually. As we said, we had the first match on Erangel already. It's where we're heading for the second one as well. And we see it's pretty close up ahead, 26 points, 24 points. And that's due to the kill difference, because we see it's 14 points from placements, but 6 kills. I mean, that's 12 points on top of it.
You see, 7 Bello, we saw them early on. They took the yellows very early on, which meant that they didn't do much rotating. And when you don't do much rotating, and no one really rotates past you, you don't have the opportunity or the chances to get many kills. They just had to wait till the final circles to be able to get their kills, and unfortunately, they couldn't get any apart from on the last 2 players. But we saw 100 Emocianar. I hope that's how you say the name, or Emocianar. 100, we'll call them 100. They rotated from south all the way around the side of the hill, went up the hill, and they had all these different teams to fight. So that's how they got all their kills, and a rightfully deserved first place for them.
Also, just since I saw the points, Yeah Black did 0 this time. They were the leader going into the first match of the week, but Ronaldo and Rivaldo, they scored 16 more than Yeah Black. So that might be a change up front already, because Yeah Black, like I said, they did 0, and they had an advantage of less than 20. So first match might cost them the lead already in the series. And we got a completely different plane. Not really completely different plane, because it's kind of going over the same region as last time, just the other way around, and not as far northeast as it was last round.
And you see, that's the problem. We saw a lot of teams going to Kameshki and Stalba, so they're going to have to change up the game plan. We already see 2 teams going to Sovnoska Island as well. So a lot of these northern areas are going to be very hard for a lot of these teams to reach. You can see Lockwitz and Pom. I think they're trying to beeline it straight to school and Roshok. They were there last time, so they will just be able to make it. And Mansion and maybe Yasnaya might be able to be in range. You can see Q, is it Balita, and his teammate. They might land on the road, get a vehicle, and make their way to Yasnaya. A lot of good loot there. But the further away you go, the less time you have to loot up. So it better be worth it. A lot of the teams on the western side as well.
Oh, do they all aim for the same?
It's a bike.
Yeah, it's a bike.
Oh,
Bolita's like, no, I'm too late for that. Ali might run him over, and he does. That was a quick one. Yeah, dropped easy as it is, and Ellie is like, can I pinch him off now? Oh, there's Einkel trying to shoot from the other side down that compound, and we saw that Hypao and his teammate are once again at military. That's where they started round 1 as well, so it seems like that's their part of the map. They really want to go there. And yeah, once again, we had our first kill in less than 2 minutes. We had our first kill in round 1 in less than 1.5 minutes.
Yep, so Ali, he's not going to go. He's going to leave. Ooh. This is a team taken out straight away. Look at this with the Tommy gun. Gan Johan just takes an entire team out very early on. That is them contesting Primorsk. And just like that, easy 4 points and the placement going up in their favor. And a team completely eliminated. Oh, he just rushed them. Look at that. He just rushed into them and took them out. The Tommy gun, absolutely powerful, especially 45 ACP rounds. And we can see the same, well,
oh, yeah,
being...
both teams had been in Pachinki in round 1.
Yeah.
And it was Dendana and Nico basically having the disadvantage because Rusty Zero got his first kill there. Raspu got away later on. So it didn't really went in their favor, but they're trying again, not giving up on Pachinki.
Yeah, the problem, I think, last game was both the teams landed very close to each other. And at that point, it kind of comes down to RNG, what guns you get. I mean, Rusty Zero did have the Uzi, but it's also, you know, you do get a bit of lag at the start of the game. So it's whoever can pick up the weapon the fastest, whoever has the best connection, might win that fight. So they've given themselves some breathing room and breathing space so they can pick up the weapons and wait for the server to come down. But it's going to be Adenda who gets the first couple of bullets straight into his face. Rusty Zero already out for the hunt. And now Adenda, he needs to hide. But Nicoletto, he's going to come up and he's going to try and defend from this side because both of the to them, it looks like both the players are on that side, but we see that Raspu, he's going for a little wraparound from behind.
And Nicoletta was the first kill in round 1. This time it was his teammate catching the bullets, as I said already, because Rusty Zero tried. Yeah, are they actually trying to rotate around that? Because Raspu's on the other side. Do they want to narrow down the buildings they could be in and then maybe flush them out immediately, as they did in round 1? Because they probably know we have been stronger last time. Why not facing it and see if we can get a quick 4 points easily in Pachinki once again?
See, it is hard because there's a lot of buildings. So Pachinki, there's, you know, let's say that the buildings kind of cover your fog of war. You can't really see, and you have to kind of be careful where you're going. So Rasputin is kind of clearing out what there is, and he knows what is clear. They know where one player is. They don't know where the other player is. Both teams have information on one player, so they're still playing very cautious, not going for any pushes. Now, with the south plane that did fly like that, we get a circle and the northeast.
And you said the guys in Yasnaya might be too far away, and now they find themselves right in the center of the circle.
And you can see everyone on their bike straight away in the vehicle is going to go straight for the circle. And especially when everyone is so far away, you know with that plane that if you can get a good position early on, you're going to be sorted for the whole game. And we can only see 2 teams beelining it straight away. Maybe they go across the bridge. Again, it is half and half, this circle. It could go north or it could go south at this point. Whether it goes east or west is not the question. It's, do you want to get across the bridge or do you want to go Stalber very quickly on? Shilo gets into a fight with Dan, but Jankosh, he's right behind. Shilo falls really low, and Jankosh is going to go for the push. Grenade, but it bounces too far. Chilo's not going to heal. He's going to hold the angle.
Both are pushing left and right. That will be hard for Chilo. No chance at all. Yeah, Dan was quicker on the trigger. Downs him. Now, Ninvi wants to get involved there. Wants to get redemption for his teammate. Revenge there. But he seems to be a bit like he didn't got one shot off at all. Now he finds Dan. Will he also even try? I think he's a bit afraid right now because he didn't spot the teammate. He didn't spot Jankosh before. So he was like, if I now reveal my position immediately, I might find myself in a disadvantaged spot, but Dan's not even looking. Oh, they're not even checking for him.
He has to wait. Wait for them to get into the car. But he takes a shot, and now he's giving away his position. He's not in a great position right now. I think he only has the M24, so this is actually a really hard fight. Yeah, he does. This is a really hard fight for him.
Yeah, and now they will push him again. Yeah, Dan's on the way. There's a grenade coming, a bit too far.
He has an M4. He's going to wait for the push, and this is going to be a wide peek by Dan. He's going to hold it, gets the headshot, and takes out Ninui. What is that from Dan?
Beautifully executed. That's 2 kills for them early on. So we see that now on the kill tracker. There are 3 teams already with 2 kills. Malvinas Gaming, they were also among the top 8. I think they're in 5th before going into match number 1. So they got 1 kill as well. Doing a good start. Singularity still on 0. They also only have been 15th on match number 1. So they definitely want to show a better performance than they did in round number 1. But plenty of action, it seems, here on Erangel. Everywhere, there's another one. Einkel has a shot down that hill. He wants to secure Ali, his teammate, down there, but that might be a bit too much of a struggle for him, because Ali finds himself in the very left position, but he's gunning through the window, finds Jesus, dropped him down, flushes him out immediately. Now there's only one in the car. That's the teammate down there. He wants to run right into the house. Did he get him? No, he didn't.
He didn't. He is so low.
Oh, Ali actually gets killed.
Okay, so 1-for-1 trade, and now Fax, he's going to just go... Oh, he's survived. Einkel, he gets out of that. He gets into his vehicle. They had a good advantage there. Everyone needs to push into them, but unfortunately, Ali, with an M16 on burst, he gets one, but he couldn't get the other one. He was so low, he didn't have time to heal. But
I was sure they get
trade.
the entire team. I wasn't expecting Ali to get killed down there.
No, see, I think that the vehicle baited him. Einkel, he's using an M24. The other player gets into the vehicle, and we can see a bit of Mad Max
racing.
going on right there. There we go.
Cable owns the Cookie. They actually connect. Cookie nearly spins the flips onto the roof.
Did a Darcy just spawn out of nowhere? Because there's a third one.
What?
Where's it gone? Yeah, it's there. I swear, like, this one just appeared after that collision. There we go. The particles aligned, and a new Darcy was formed from that crash. Why hurt this Darcy? It's not hurting anyone. It's just standing there.
Wait, does that mean the Dacia is the result of a Jeep and a Dacia crashing? Is that how
the esports Dacia is the result of a camo UAZ and another esports Dacia? Yes. Physics.
You never know.
But yes, you can see a lot of players actually going for crossing that bridge, going for the north part, going towards Stalber in the northern area. No one going for Stalber just about yet. Pom. Will he go for the amazing shot?
Nope, doesn't look like that. Obviously, he knows that there's still someone running, and Emmy is just coming along the way. They're taking some shots. Yeah, Singularity is at least trying. So far, don't have a kill, do they? Oh, they know that his teammate is still down there.
Yeah, they can see the UAZ. I think Pom just spotted it. It's an alright building. We see phase 2 coming out.
Oh, they want to destroy it. Oh, dear.
Yeah, you don't want to really...
That was looking good. Oh, that had
it might have hit. We couldn't see the health because we were so far away. It might have hit, but we didn't see any blood, so I highly doubt it.
Oh, we actually get it right on Stalber. I like that, because Stalber is an amazing hill to actually have a fight on.
Look at the east. Look at the west side. Look at the mass migration coming in their vehicles. Everyone was like, right, okay, we gotta go. And Emmy, because he didn't stop, he's already got the northern part to himself. He's going to shift away from water in 2 circles' time, but you can already see there's not that much water left. So
I'm not sure if High Pow and even
look at everyone moving.
Black on the west, if they wait a bit too long, the BRC guys are also close to that. They try to rotate around, I guess. Maybe they won't go up to Severny, I guess.
This is beautiful to watch. Everyone in their vehicles moving as one.
I just like what circle we got this time. Like Kameshki and Stolba in there, everyone on that hill, and we know that is classic King of the Hill. That would be amazing.
Can he skew the favor? Or can he skew the points in his favor? He does not tag Cable Owens up at all, but damages his vehicle. But HVZ is already above him in a very good position. You can see Lockwitz, he's pushing. Fax actually gets taken down by Lockwitz, and they take that position for themselves. That Singularity coming out on top. More rotational spray coming down. Lowboy taking it onto Crime. Gets tagged up for 18. But not any more than that.
Yeah, for seeing how many people are currently pushing into the circle, we're not seeing a lot of kills. I was expecting way more drops and kills right now, because everyone seems to be on the move. Everyone wants to be the first up that hill, and it's a hill race. Everyone's going for it.
I mean, the compound that we just saw Harmy at is a very good compound to take. Now, it's just, again, will it be in the next circle? It's a good place to sit and stand. If you get the circle, there is very little chance that you're going to lose any sort of fights. Harmy's already spotted out Mir, spots out his head, but he gets only 3 damage done to him. And now he's going to push up, close the gap, but his Go UK, he doesn't actually take down, he takes down Mir, but he gets taken down by Avelino from behind. Lobo and Avelino take the compound just outside the hill. and he gets flushed out. Now Harmy's on his own. He's gonna.
Well, that's good. Harmy, there's one knock. Do you see it? Mir is knocked, and
He's a
Crime
bit
is
late,
trying
though.
to pick him up. And if Harmy now pushes around and actually looks to the right, oh, that's bad timing because both are back in the game.
What?
And with that, Harmy gets one.
No way.
He gets both. Savage Esports secures 2 kills right here. Harmy, not being aware of anything around him, basically, turns around and is like, okay, you want to pick that fight? I'll make you pay for it. And he did so, 2 kills.
Yeah, Renee, I can understand getting the guy who's already low, who came up from the res. I get that. But getting both of them that have the drop on you, holy hell. Absolutely. Well, they can hear him coming out. You can hear footsteps from that far away, so they just peek up. But Harmy just going on the complete flick, gets down the guy that was 1 HP. Fair enough. But the second one, who's already spraying you down while you're standing still, that is an insane play by Harmy, and he survives and he carries his team a bit further, like he did last game. Can he survive into the top 3 again? We'll have to see. Calnix, another good player that we saw, making some insane plays last game. What he got himself?
I like the kill split we have. There's no one with more than 2 kills.
That's touching at the top. That's touching at the top, Renee. That's a shift. That's a hard shift. And everyone's like, oh my god, are you serious? So now it's definitely going to have to go away from water, which is what there is there. You can see Emmy and Calnix, they've spotted out.
Oh, they saw BRC down there. Raspu and Rusty Zera. They might be in trouble because they think they're alone. Look at them. They're setting themselves up. But they don't know about Youngblood 2K19. That's Emmy and obviously Calnix. And with Calnix, as he said already, he had an impressive solo performance on Route 1, which he was all alone. And what did he get? 5 kills?
Yeah.
Something like that. So that's pretty strong. Yeah, Black's still in it. That's good for them because they were outside top 15 on Route 1. Guben fights Kovat. Also Guben without a kill, I think, in route number 1. So... But look at this. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. There's no one really standing out right now. Harmy finds Skolda. All right, so Harmy's definitely doing good right now. To be honest, it seems like he bought luck. A lot of it. It's impressive.
He's insane, and now he's actually going to try and find Perry, who's smoked up his friend's body. His teammate's body. He's going to get the bike as well. And he's going to just get the heck out of there in between 2 teams. He's going to get a little sprayed up a bit, 80 HP, but it doesn't last long because the bike's low on HP. That grenade just bounces straight past Hyper, who then peeks out, gets Dizzy down to 50 HP. Eastwood takes down his teammate, and Dizzy goes for the repeak, and Hyper falls in a matter of seconds. Just like that. Now, Savage Esports get... sorry, this is not Savage Esports. This is Conspiration. They are currently 4th in the kill feed. Welcome to the leaderboard, guys, with those 2 kills. Savage Esports currently 1st with 3 kills. That's Harmy.
Oh, look at that entire Western setup. BRC's in there, Youngkush and Dan are kind of in there. Hell Black, Black is in there. And Youngkush is pushing once again. And pushing is what they can do best with Dan and Youngkush. These 2 have been pushing everywhere, everyone, every time. And they do it again. Eliminate Black.
Right, so we saw this fight kind of taking place about a minute ago. And what we saw was Dan being trapped behind the rock where he is. Youngkush wasn't spotted. And he went on this massive circular rotate to come up behind them to try and help Dan out. And as soon as that fight starts, Dan then peeks out of that rock. He hasn't been peeking. He's just been trying to get information. He doesn't take the fight, but he waits for his teammate to go and start everything off, and then that's how you play duo. That's how you play as a team, and they win that fight, and that gives Dan the opportunity to make his way into the circle just before the circle closes in as well. Excellent play by Youngkush. Nice.
I just love that they're always the active ones. They never step back. They never wait and have a look at a situation. They're like, okay, we got into this, and now it's like a movie. It's like an action movie. They're always running forwards. They're always going forwards. They're always going for a fight. And so far, that suits them really well while the circle is like, yeah, let's make Stalber a thing. It's a very nice, small... that was a castle probably back in the days, like a room for something, and they were like, we make Stalber great again.
Some Greek temple of worship of Zeus or something like that.
Of worship weaponing, weapons in general.
But yeah, you can already see 2 teams already have Stalber, and when you get up to Stalber, it is very flat. It is absolutely flat, and it is a nice place to fight. It is just getting up there. You can already see. You can also see on the north side, just above where Einkel is. That is semi-flat as well, and it's just completely open. There are no trees. So if you're trying to approach Stalber from the north, good luck, mate. You have to come in from the south or the west or the eastern side. But once you're in, you have nice cover from the ruins and all that. You can see Nico holding a very, very tight.
Will be interesting to see now if the next circle might just every single time go a slight step south.
Yeah.
Because if it does, then we got this typical down the hill fight.
At that point, it's just whoever has the better position should win that. And it should be the person higher up in the hill or the person that's literally sitting on the bottom of the hill, like on the edge as the hill, like the steep part of the hill, without being seen. But at that point, you've got Pika's advantage. Guben 11 taking on the fight against Harmy. Harmy wins these. In fact, he's not winning it right now. He gets taken down to 50 HP straight away by Guben. Nice 2 shots that get hit. NA Luck. I like to think his name is NA Luck, getting taken down to 50 HP as well. He either has NA Luck or he doesn't have any luck at all, which is Naluk.
Yeah, maybe it's just an A instead of an O.
Oh dear, HVZ gets a grenade.
Oh, there's a grenade down to Yonkers, but it's not hitting him. That's good for him. Dan is down, so Yonkers has to help his teammate to get up.
Harmy gets taken off by Guben as well.
That is, before that, we said no harm to him, but now it finally happened to Harmy, so he's out. Yonkers trying to get back up against HVZ and Cable Owns, but without support from Dan, there's not much they can do. They're also running next to blue right now, so they will be pushed. Yonkers is waiting a bit longer. HVZ probably has the better angle right now, because Yonkers is running right into his crosshair. They get him, and that's it. They killed an entire team once again, and also the first 2 kills. Wasn't that the same in round 1? They got super late to the party with the kills.
Yeah, well, they only got 2 kills right at the end, and that was on the last team that was remaining. They did not get the first place from that lobby, but because they're now on the rotation, as I said, because they didn't rotate a lot last game, they were in the circle pretty much, didn't have to move, your chances of getting a kill are very low, and especially in the yellow houses that are there, no one's going to be rotating into it late game. But now that they're forced to make their rotation and stuff, they're going to be coming across a lot more other players, and they're going to have to push areas where players are already hiding. You can already see Eastwood and Dizzy, they've got themselves this nice little rock compound, and they've got complete vision of everyone.
But they got Einkel right behind them, right? If Einkel ever... I mean, he obviously needs to go to the ridge, basically. So he needs to step out of his current position to look down that hill. But then he would have a good shot. But see, look at that current circle. Everyone is kind of sitting somewhere in one of the few spots where they think, okay, they are kind of defendable, basically. But now it depends on where's the next circle. And Avellino finds Rasputin. It seems like, Rasputin is definitely knocked out and also killed right now by only esports. Lowboy already out, so Avellino is all alone. And Rusty Zero, he's now hunting for Avellino, but also Low Kicks found him down there because they obviously heard the fight. There's a grenade being cooked all the way
down the hill,
and that might hit him. All right.
No, I was going to say, no way does that make it.
I was waiting for it basically bouncing off his helmet and kill him.
Oh, it's looking a bit rough for Avellino, and he's going straight into Rusty Zero, who takes him out. Rusty Zero is sitting right at the top story of the 3-story on the roof, playing a very dangerous game, but he's the closest to the circle. So,
but yeah, he needs to move down now because at one point Blue is pushing him.
There we go. Picks up the molly as well. Good. I like that. I like that. Picks up the molly. You never know when it's going to come in handy. Nico is unable to get out of the compound with his teammates. He gets taken down. He's going to be out for the count for his... for the rest of the game, actually. Still Young manages to make his way into the circle, but Guben and Psychopata are coming in from behind, and they're going to just spot him up as Pom gets tagged up. Look at this. Guben is looking for Still Young, but he's just got the ridge, he's got the hill on the road just above him, so he has to take this fight with Singularity, and he is not winning right now, but can Guben help him out? No, Guben's going to let that fight carry on, but Guben's been spotted out by Dizzy, so we're going to see just a massive 7-way fight come out in a second. Dizzy's waiting for the teammate to appear. If he can line up a headshot, if Guben ever stands still. Low Quicks takes down Still Young, so that is Kings out. Waiting for the headshot. Here it comes. 1 head, 2 head. There we go. Guben gets taken out very easily. And he's going to go for the flush.
He now has a bit of cover. Now, obviously, Psychopath can turn around, but with that, everyone down there knows, oh, that's too long. That grenade is a bit too long yet. What?
So
oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, no. Dizzy tagged him up quite a bit.
Yeah, I was like wondering, it's like, that couldn't be that grenade. That was way overreach.
Yep, Psychopata. Last one remaining for his team. Oh, it hits! HVZ waiting for the peak. Tags up, I think, Archeloff. Oh, no, it wasn't Archeloff. It was Eddie Stick. He's just going to back off. Let his presence be known. And back off. And he's going to take the fight with Marco Juarez.
You feel the disturbance in the force.
Marco Juarez spots out both the players. His teammate not going to push out. They're going to still hold Stalber. Stalber is in. He's going to run away from a crate as well. Look at that, right next to him.
Yeah, Marcos
It's
tries
dangerous.
to be the
That's a dangerous
ninja
game.
coming in there, and that's another supply crate just dropping. There's no one around there. I mean, Marcus could turn around and have a look. Z is with him. He could kind of provide some cover.
No, that crate belongs to HVZ and Cable Owens. If Marco Juarez goes for that, he have to go for the fight. Whereas no one...
If HVZ goes for it with Cable Owens, then that might be a chance for Marcus and Z to just look down there and take the shots.
And I think definitely now the circle shifts north, so it's not going to be Stalbert, it's not going to be any of the compounds on there. In fact, it's going to be on the dirt road and the tiny bit of hill that has, I think, very little cover, in fact. So all these teams will now have to fight. You can see HVZ and Cable Owens, they're going to push down towards Archeloff and Eddie Stick, who have the Wizard Tower. It's still in, just about. Dizzy and Eastwood making their way outside of Stalberg, passing Einkel. Look at all these single solo snakes as well.
Yeah, Einkel is obviously waiting. Costa is another single player right now on the edge of blue, as we can see him there. So it's kind of interesting to see how everyone is close to each other, but they don't know yet. Like Custer is trying to rotate. You got beautiful rocks down there. He will definitely love them as cover. And it seems like Eastwood and Dizzy, they know at least he's rotating. Yeah, they know. They'll take the shots right now. And with that, Custer gets at least one. He gets
a knock.
Eastwood.
Einkel.
A knock, yeah.
Einkel just heard that and he knows he's walking very slowly.
He should actually try to get involved.
No, the other side of the rock, the other side of the wall. Check the other side of the wall. Oh, he actually sees Dizzy, so the rest is stopped. Archelov takes down Kalnix and Cable Owens.
Be able to
so that's 7 Bolo. They're gone. Dizzy throws a nade back. So 7 Bolo, our first team from first place, is out right now. Dizzy actually takes down Einkel, but Caster, he's looking, and Caster's already dead, so he gets the kill on Eastwood. So Dizzy's now left as a solo. A lot of stuff just happened there, but the main thing is the 7 Bolo got taken out.
It was a grenade trade, basically. Both got one. And Einkel tried to kind of be the hero in that one, but it wasn't enough. Nalak is still looking for Marcus and ZY. That grenade might look very good right next to him.
It does damage.
Oh, yeah, that is below half for Marcus, but unfortunately not the immediate drop that he was hoping for.
Just a little jump at the end. It actually takes down Naluk as well. Dizzy going absolutely ham, and now Lauren Sid. I think it's NA Luck. I remember these players. I've seen these players before. So it's NA Luck and Lauren Sid. He actually tags up Dizzy. But Lauren Sid holds the angle with the 4x and takes down Dizzy nice and easy. And now going to switch.
They've been super strong in Wingman Series 6. So we saw them last series.
Yeah.
Definitely. But this is a very interesting setup in terms of there's no compound later on. They basically have to push down there. And with so many solo players now in there, Lauren Sid really trying to be aggressive right now, and I think that is a smart move right now because he's alone, and the only thing that kind of helps him is if he's always unpredictable on where to go next and which fight to pick next.
Yeah. See, he's got the 2 smokes out, and I think he's trying to close the gap to the next tree. He might just be able to make it past Marco Juarez, but he's not. Okay, there we go. He's going to go for the run now, but the circle is still so far away, and Marco Juarez is holding it. 3x on the AK, though. It's hard, but at the end of the day, what can you do? That's all you have. And I think he's swapping the 3x round, so he doesn't have much sight for both of his guns.
Look at Lauren Sit. If he gets them to move down the mountain, he might just taste them.
The molly gets blocked by the tree.
Tree can be your friend, that's for sure. Eddie Stick finds Emmy, but just not so far. Obviously, Eternals Gaming wants to knock him out of existence on the map, though. Oh, there he's crawling right into the crosshair. Yeah, now they know exactly where both of them are. They get them. That's one for Kalnix and one for Emmy.
Now, this might work in favor of Lauren Sid, because now that those guys have taken care of that team, they're gonna look. They've just changed direction straight onto Newbie, and they're holding Marco Juarez and the push that's coming down. Already a tag up, a second one, a headshot onto ZY, takes him down, and now Eternals Gaming going to go straight for the push. And Lauren Sid knows this. This is his opportunity, and he's wrapping up from behind. Look at that. He's straight away on it. He's not going to go for the circle. He's going to come up behind. But whoever wins this fight should, well, they should be low if Marco Juarez goes for the fight, but he's not. He's stuck behind this tree.
It's either Eddie or Marcus that is around as soon as Lauren Sid actually hits this group. He's coming from behind, as you said. There he is, moving down that hill. So he might find Eddie Stick or Archloff down there, but he gets tagged first. Yeah, it is the teammate. Eddie Stick's teammate giving him some cover fire from down the hill, and that scared Lauren Sid away. So it's not the the big come-up that we hope for. Rusty Zero finds Archloff, that's it. And Rusty Zero then gets flushed out by Pome. So it seems like everyone gets involved with this little fight. Now Rusty Zero gets another kill. We're down to the last 3.
Pome going for another.
Wait, is Singularity the only team that's still an entire team?
Yes, yeah. So they have 2 up right now, and Lauren Sid, he's beelining it straight down that hill, trying to get into cover. 3 teams at live, 4 players remaining. It is a 2 versus 1 versus 1, and you can see they're being completely wrapped around. What on earth happened?
Oh, that's the win for Singularity. That is
Lauren
so
Sid went into the blue.
For them. They have been 15 in round 1, and now coming out on top with 5 kills to it. In the second round, and I said they were 8th before going into week 3. They are on a good way right to the finals of South America.
Yeah, not a great first game for them, but they do redeem themselves in the second game. And just right there, Lauren Sid, knowing that Singularity is the last team remaining, so he just runs into the blue, denies them the extra points, because of course there's no way he's winning that, especially with their position. But nonetheless, Singularity are back. And, well, where were they? They were 8th.
Yep.
So they're trying to prove themselves. They're trying to stick in that top 16 spot. Of course, it is the top 16. They were in the top 8. That first game would have dropped them down a tiny bit, but they want to stay in the top 16 and the top 8, if that's possible. Nonetheless, we're going to see some highlights from the last game. We can see the first fight that came out there. What an insane, just Dan. Dan, his teammate.
Yeah, young
insane players.
Yeah, I love their aggressive play style and the. Yeah, just moving forward.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
now.
the car was there.
It was already there. the name covered it. Okay, what is this? So he takes out Mir, who's just been rezzed, and then just straight away, just transfers over. Excellent aiming right there. I have to say the quality of players in the South American region,
It's great.
It's insane.
Yeah. I like
is that
it.
another name?
if you keep in mind that they don't have a pro league.
They don't have a pro
you're
league.
Like, man,
yeah.
these guys
right.
should have one. I mean, they're doing great in duos. Just imagine some of them actually creating a squad.
The thing is, they are playing excellently, but it's how they're playing as well. I don't know how it would suffice in a pro league situation against some of the best teams from NA and EU, but nonetheless, they are playing insane and very aggressive for the region that they're in. And it's excellent to see how differently the regions do play. Like, especially in Wingman, it's more aggressive anyways, but NA and EU, they kind of play more passive and only... NA, they tend to take fights a lot more. It's just... They just want to play Wingman because it's just a bit of fun, right? And the 40,000 is just the side money for them. They don't really care. But EU, they play nice and passive, and they only take fights, and they think more about their rotations. But South America here, right now, they're just going for the fights. We see one knock, or there's a team there, charge.
But still, I never have the feeling that they actually overcommit to a fight.
Yeah.
That's what I really like. Like, the balance of being aggressive and showing us great PUBG here and a lot of action without letting it look like careless.
Yeah.
So, I'll just run in there, I'll just do this and that, and if it does not work, that's how it is. No, it looks planned, and it looks like these guys are really nailing their zone right now. They're in the zone of actually playing, and we are even halfway through now, so we got another 2 maps coming up.
And I'm dressed appropriately.
We're not going to Sanhok, do we?
Going to Miramar. I thought...
Yes.
It's more Sanhok.
Since when is that Miramar? Tell me.
I actually just look at myself. It's really shiny. I should not have worn it.
Especially since I dressed kind of dark next to you.
You're completely...
Yeah. Oh, look. You kind of fit.
Oh, I'm literally the same color as the chicken.
Yeah. Amazing. You're chicken in it. So whoever wins gets told. That's how we do it. You sent it later on in a package. We don't need the big one.
Yeah, this is the prize, this shirt.
This shirt? God. It wouldn't fit anyone. That's the big issue.
Yeah, it's quite big for me, but I think it'll be small on literally everyone else.
Just hang it, frame it, put it in your house, your gaming house. Might be enough. Before we go on with your shirt style, I really like the flowers.
Thank you.
I think we're going in a good way here. No problem at all. We're done with round number 2. That means new map next up. And obviously the results of our previous round. And even more action down to the top 16 to the final Wingman Series 7. 40k on the line. And more about that after the break. welcome back to the Wingman series after Singularity just won match number 2. But the most important question of tonight is, would you actually jump down that bridge if that would be real?
No. Heck no.
Right.
I mean, if my life really depended on it, yes. If I was being shot at by about 5 teams on the other side, and I knew that I would die if I ran that way, and I knew that there's probably more chance of survival if I jumped off the bridge, probably yes. But with a vest, webbing, a backpack, a level 3 backpack, and a rifle,
Or the level 3
probably
backpack
no.
to make sure that it really drags you down.
Probably no. I'd take my chances fighting.
Probably the better choice. But let's not get ourselves dragged down, or anyone of our viewers actually. Let's head right into the results of the second round. So that's the one that Singularity just won. And you see it, they not only came out on top in terms of surviving, they also came out on top in terms of overall points, because they got 5 kills and there's only one team with Conspiration that's on 6. Still, that's an 8-point difference to second position.
Yeah, Eternals Gaming, they didn't come second. You can see they've got 12 placement points. So they came second, third, fourth, and yet they take the second spot with their kills that they had. Ronaldo y Rivalo, they came second with only 3 kills and they're only 2 points behind. So you can see how much difference kills makes. And just below them, Conspiration with 8 placement points but 6 kills gets them joint third place.
But Ronaldo y Rivaldo is probably then the most consistent coming from match 1 and 2. Yeah, but like once again, not inside inside the top 15 because they're 15. That's the overall leaderboard in total right now. So we see Ronaldo y Rivaldo, I said that, probably most consistent, but is Bruxo y... Oh, that is... How is your Spanish?
Bruxo y Baxinio.
Hablo español muy mal. So 42 points for him, 36 for Ronaldo y Rivaldo, and then 36 for 100. Conspiration actually up to 4th, and then 7 Bello. That's the team that won round 1. Not in terms of points. No, they won in terms of points. 7 Bello?
Yeah, no, they won in
did,
terms of points. But I was just looking at the top, well, the top 16, the bottom like 5 to 6, 7 teams, they don't have that many points. It's like 17 is a max. And the teams that are just out of the top 16, they have 10, 7 to 10. So the lower end of that top 16 in this final week can change very quickly. And that's what a lot of the teams are fighting for right now. It's very scary. This is the last week for you to qualify for the finals next week. You have to be in the top 16 in your region, and then you join the NA top 16. So South America versus North America, CIS and EU, they're going to be done. So it's top 16, and that's what you have to be fighting for. Last chance, and we start with Miramar coming straight in. A very skewed plane from the south to the northwest. Going to take away places like Campo Militar, Tora, Hakuna Matata, as I like to call it. And also loot the lake which you loot at the top there. I'm not going to take the name from a different Battle Royale. But I call it that because it's just funny. But you can see El Pozo, of course, Los Leones is going to be taken up, so is Picado. What's really interesting already, what I can see the difference between South America, NA, and EU, is North America and NA, and NA, and Whoa!
You get there, buddy. You get.
Right. They like to go for, like, they just stack up Los Leones. Meanwhile, this fight that's happening in El Pozo in the boxing ring. I'm sorry, I can't. This is not important. What's important is right now the bloody circle. RDNX is going to take down Cubalita. He's 6 HP. Has 1 medkit, but Kovad needs to come up and help his teammate as he's got the top floor. And I think Kovad is climbing.
He's pushing.
He doesn't spot his head. RDNX. He actually takes down his teammate just at the last second. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Oh, no, he doesn't. Cubalita, he's there. He's perfect. Right. Back to this. That circle, right?
The army is sitting right in it. They went down south and they're right in it. Psychopata might finds Dizzy. That could be a quick push for them. They do. Oh, wow, right in the face.
Just comes out the corner. Goober's like, yeah, yeehaw, I is a cowboy. Winchester right to the face.
Oh, that was a harsh one. Where was his teammate, though? Where was Dizzy's teammate? Eastwood.
Eastwood,
Yeah, different compound. Unfortunately, they are not the droids you're looking for. Definitely not the right compound to help his teammate out. He's in a bit of a trailer park. You know, 2 trailer park girls go around the outside. And that didn't help. But Gubin and Psychopata, they picked up their first kill. They will be happy about that. Kalnix and Emmy also in the circle. We see that. Dan and Junkash, they might find Z and Lauren sit Narlook. Also MTGZ, he's all alone because Marcus is still up north of the circle. So I'm wondering if Junkash and his teammate will be as aggressive as they have been in the first 2 rounds. Because if they do so, that's probably ones to look out for. But look at El Pozo and everything around it. San Martin, so many teams,
Well,
none of them in the circle.
No one is actually in San Martin.
True.
But, you've got Singularity. They're taking up Hacienda. But you're right. Because of the way the plane flew, everyone is just around this kind of midwestern area. Well, only a few teams are down there in the south, but they're going to have the easiest rotation in. But that circle it looks quite deadly. In all honesty, we saw this in a game like last week or a few weeks ago. Not exactly Wingman, but the circle ended on that south island. And like I said to Parla last week, Renee, I am a massive narcissist. I want to see the most disgusting circles, put these players through everything, and we brought back Hulk Jesus, as Parla said. He has praised us with his presence, and I pray to him for that. You see that island at the bottom there, next to Los Higos? That's what I want. I want that Hulk Jesus. Give it to me.
It will be Junkash and Dan sitting next to that island. Let everyone go on it, and then they push on that island, annihilate everyone, win the round.
That's a Pokemon.
What is that?
It's a Pokemon.
Are we in Pokemon Go right now? Should I catch it?
Yeah.
Can I get it?
That's actually Hulk Jesus' final form.
Sure. That's what he evolves to. Yeah. It's probably if this will be Digimon, there might be a chance for that. But otherwise, I'm not seeing that happening. I'm not seeing that happening, man. Probably audience might be too young to actually know Digimon, right?
I mean, I'm just in the range to know what Digimon is.
How old are you?
I'll be turning 23 in August.
Oh my god! Yeah. I'll leave the building. I feel old right now.
Digimon died literally just as I think I was born, so I kind of do get that reference. Did you ever have a Tamagotchi?
Can you please tell me, sir, if you refer to me? That would be good. I mean, I'm above 30.
You're about
so can you please pay some respect?
Sorry, sir. Yes.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
You're my teacher.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, here we go.
Dan is pushing again on Z. That is a beautiful pickup right in front of him. What? Shoot, man! Do it! Get on him! Right now, not hitting any shots. That is very unfortunate. Dan couldn't decide.
No, neither could ZY. He couldn't decide whether he wanted to be out of the vehicle or in it. Both of them. So Dan was like, okay, he's going to get out so I can spray him. And he gets back in.
He was changing weapons.
Both of them couldn't decide what they wanted to do there.
They played each other, it seems. But look, now they're right between Dan and Junkash. So that might be interesting. Harmy, they pushed further away from the island. His teammate's still waiting for everyone pushing in. Einkeland, his teammate, they're waiting for everyone coming into the circle, and Cableones might be the first one to meet them. No, they passed them without any shots at all. Then maybe Crime, or no one wants to shoot at each other today. I'm not sure. We had such a quick start on the previous 2 rounds that this kind of feels slow, even if it isn't.
Yeah, it's Miramar, isn't it? It's just bigger. There's more landmass, and it's going to be a lot slower. Marco Juarez gets tagged up. Junkash has a good angle.
Oh, wow.
The last shot is a headshot, and Marco Juarez is going to be taken out.
Yeah, that was once again just driving right in there. All right, I'll bring a bigger truck, man. It's not a problem. I got a monster. Did he just pass him?
He just crawled past him. He's like, quick. He hasn't seen me.
Wow, we do. Really good start on Miramar. I like it.
Here we go. Renee, everyone's in their vehicles. Everyone's going to be rotating. But Emmy, he's there to get the people on the rotations just a little bit mere.
An entire magazine.
Only 2 shots hit.
Yeah.
And now Kalnix is his turn. He just about can't see the vehicle. They're up in the little dip. So, yeah, that's one team. What? Crime? Excuse me. Crime gets...
himself?
Oh, so they stopped. Yeah, so they literally just stopped. They stopped, and Crime jumped out a bit too... when the vehicle was getting a bit too fast.
Oh, yeah, that was when you were a bit too...
Oh, okay.
Energetic.
Eastwood
also... Wow, what's happening now?
No. Eastwood is dead.
Wait, we didn't have any of that the first 2 rounds. And then all of a sudden, everyone goes crazy.
Yeah,
it's Miramar. Oh, yeah, let's do something really crazy. So that is one proclaim self. kill, basically.
Where
He's
though? Okay, he might have been right. I don't think he did that by himself. I think he might have been getting shot at, and the vehicle just blew up.
You try to save his image now, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I don't want to blame. I mean, unless he went up the hill and he just didn't stop rolling, then yes.
Maybe it was a backflip right into it. Goku finds HVZ.
Yeah, HVZ's in between everyone.
Oh, Niniwi finally has a chance. We didn't saw him killing a single player yet, if I remember correctly.
Ooh.
The troll team, Belita, was on a lot of pressure here. Yeah, they just having... It seems like they're just having a road trip next to the coastline with a bike.
Who's tagged up there? Oh, it's Q Belita who got tagged up the most of it.
Did he throw the
I think
smoke for whatever reason, right?
Yeah, so they...
he wants to heal up.
Yeah,
there.
they can heal up and they can protect the bike as well.
I wasn't sure because we saw Belita running away. It's like, okay.
He's trying to get behind a tree. He's quite scared because they are hitting shots at that range and somehow passing his teammate. Oh, the shot, it does miss. They're going to take out the 5.56 rifle, the Scar. It's just doing damage. It's just do damage, see what you can, go for the spray shots. In PUBG, you never know. One could land, two could land on the head, and that's the easy knock, and you can pick it up, especially on Miramar, on these really... Like, the rotations of Miramar are quite hard. You want to... The roads are the easiest, the fastest way, but everyone's just going to be camping the roads. And if you go anywhere else, you might just run into a team. As you can see, Raspu takes on Kovad as Rusty Zera gets knocked behind Singularity in this fight. Psychopata gets tagged up and he can't push up Gubin. He's on his lonesome. Larquake takes him out, but Pom.
Oh, that is
Singularity.
third party.
Yeah. Singularity make easy chicken out of that little fight, holding that ridge, stopping them from getting any further, and they're going to just get out of there and get into cover and heal up.
Yeah, 2 kills for them. That's a good start once again. It's obviously securing him 4. Oh, that grenade! Like bowling! Wow, down to 1 for Belita. And yeah, he got Rusty Zera and Raspu right next to him. They're obviously pushing now because they know that grenade probably hit them a lot. But Belita is trying to get away from it. Rusty Zera now finally spots him. Gatstead, hat shot done. And with that, the team is out. And that is a top 3 team. That was top 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just an unlucky game here. Kovac gets taken out. And, I mean, Rusty Zera at that point, 1 HP. There's not much you can do. You get headshots and the grenade nearly finished you off. The island is still in. The island is still in.
Yeah.
It could happen. I mean, if that happens, it is going to be absolute carnage and chaos. I think no team's going to want to cross.
Yeah. Look at this. So much stuff laying.
I would have laughed so hard at that.
If that pickup would have rolled him over.
Yeah, rolled him over. He dies anyways.
Oh, no.
He dies anyways.
Oh, where's his teammate, though?
Adenda, I think he's got in the buggy. He's taking the buggy.
He was like, look at that. I got so much health and cars. I could just let them roll next to you and then steal the next one.
Right, so his teammate just dropped all the utility.
To pick it up.
The economy. Pick it up, do whatever, and switch.
Kind of sad, though.
I don't know why you wouldn't keep the Bronco there. It has a lot more health, but the buggy... The problem with the buggy is people just spray at vehicles. They don't really aim for the buggy. Like, they don't aim for the driver and the buggy unless you're super close. They just aim at the vehicle, and you just hope that you hit the wheel. And as soon as you hit the wheel, the buggy spins out, and then you don't have a lot of cover behind the buggy to kind of take the fight on. So it's not that best.
Interesting angle that Respu and Zera have to get into the next circle now. Iniwi still hunting for his first kill. Like, the troll team's not really lucky right now with the shots on any car. That was the second or even third attempt now. Once again, they couldn't make it happen. Maybe a bit later now for them, as they trying to get closer to the circle. They're still on their way. Coming down northwest.
Eddie Stick and Archeloff, they know. They know. They're getting ready for this island circle. In all honesty, if it goes to the island, then they have the advantage. If it doesn't go to the island, they still have a semi-advantage if there's no one else there. No one's going to be expecting anyone to be on that island, but it will be the hardest thing for them to do to cross that bridge or cross that river.
If it's not that one.
Yeah, if it's not that one, we can see Singularity getting yet another kill to Pro Crime. Hulk Jesus, I'm still praying to you, please. Give me that island circle. Make this game the best one. Yep. There we go. Come on, circle. It's still there. It's still there.
Yeah, Black also got one knocked on their side. So that's north of the circle. That's the group we see up there. Oh, there's another grenade coming in for Ganjon and
Just think of
Buzao, but they're both still alive. That grenade might end their
It
lives.
does.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he knocked him again.
It knocks him again, yeah. So now they have to
Killed
hit this
him.
fight. Kalnick's in the blue, just going to be... He actually stopped the push. Kalnick stopped the push onto Fax. Buzao, he's in the smoke. He needs to stay in it so Kalnick doesn't take him out. But now this is a fight in the blue. Jesus is super low. He's trying to heal up. Kalnick takes down Buzao as well. The grenade forces Jesus to go out, and I think Kalnick can see Jesus as well, so he's going to start taking shots. You can see they're coming out, and Emil takes down Jesus, and just like that,
Yeah, the third party. So look, they sit outside of blue, and just shooting into blue and laughing their ass off probably. So that easy targets over there. Oh yeah, Black is still down there. So if they want to keep around, they need to push out of that. Yeah. Who's that? That looks good. Oh, a crate coming down right between that island and the rest of the map. Nalok and Lauren Sit might run into Dan and Yunkosh. Harmy and Guki have, let's say the junction there. I kind of like that. Chilo falls to Pierre. Yep, Skolder finish them off. So that is a first kill for their team, I think. No, it's already the second. They got the entire group, it seems.
yeah, we're 15 minutes and you can already see the top team, Singularity and Youngblood 2K19. 3 kills a pop, then you have 2 for Bruxo Baxinho, and I think it's like Ronaldinho, that's how I'm saying it. But Niniwe, he's lost his teammate, but he's going to make the push. He goes for the spray onto Skuldera. He falls down to 18 HP, and just like that, Perry gets the frag onto him. But right behind is BRC as they come in and they line up for them. Rusty Zera and Raspu take down Skulder and Pierre. Nice and easy. Now they can push up into the circle, but now Emmy and his teammate, Kalnix, they're being sprayed out by HVZ and Cable Owens. And they've only got a tree. Kalnix needs to heal the car if it gets blown up. Might need to have to pop those tires to get some easy, get more cover. Dedenda, he falls to Archloff, so they're shooting from the island across there. So they're giving away their position.
Yeah, small skirmishes basically everywhere on the map right now. Yep, the car is blown up, but nothing happened. Kalnix and Emmy are still alive. So Cable Owens didn't hit any out of that. Oh, they're moving out of the smoke, and immediately Cable Owens connects some shots. Might even get Emmy there, another 35, but it wasn't enough to actually down him. But they do it well right now. HVZ and Cable Owens, the shots down there into the smoke, really on point. I thought Poem was once again third party then, but it isn't. It's Ankle on the other side.
Yeah, but look at the minimap. Mir, oh, he just gets spotted out at the last second, and he's going to get sprayed down by Poem. Good. Oh, they're on the roof. Yeah, so Mir was just coming up behind. He probably had a shot on all of them. But Pom keeping his vectors clear, looking everywhere, and making sure that no one can sneak up behind, and does the deal. Kalnix, he's staying where he is, and a headshot comes out from the SLS by HVZ. And just like that, Kalnix is going to get taken care of. Rusty Zera finishes him off, and they're going to go for the push.
Wait, they stole the kill.
No.
They did.
Wait, Kalnix?
It was HVZ knocking him.
Oh,
and Rusty Zera just
sorry,
pushed
they're on
in
a
and was like,
different team.
oh, look, there's 2 points laying around. Let me have them.
I thought for a second that it was a kill steal.
No,
then
it was
I
this
like,
team
no,
here.
So now look, they're angry. Look at how angry they are. Now they're pushing. They've heard their shots and they're like, okay, Rusty Zera and Raspu, they're coming. And you've got yourself some nice hard cover with the concrete buildings, and you can hold them. But we've got 7 Bello, the winner of the first game. And BRC, one of the top teams, you can already see they've got 5 kills to their name. 5 kills. So they're going to be pushing up into this. Is this a fight you want to take? I think Emmy is still alive as well, as he's made his way into the next part of the circle. Singularity rotating in. Look at the topography of this area, Renee. It's just so hilly. You've got lots of cover. You've also got the ambient kind of farm vehicles and stuff, like whatever that is. You've got that you can use. HVZ starts the fight off by knocking Raspu with a headshot. Now the push is going to come out by 7 Bolo. Yep, there we go.
Pretty risky, isn't it? Yeah, he's just trying to send that grenade. Might even... That look good. I mean, the direction is spot on. But is it enough to get Rusty Zero and Raspu there?
I think this one...
Oh, no, that
it does. It does. Look at how low Raspu falls. He's going to die. And Rusty Zero's fallen very low. Now he has to use all that time.
HVZ just needs to get over that ridge once again. Where's his teammate? Where's Cable Owens? Yeah, he's pushing onto the other side. All right, they try to clinch in Rusty Zero in the middle. But Rusty is looking at Cable Owens right now. So depending on if... Cable Owens has the wrong timing. He's not looking in the right direction of Rusty Zera, so he might have the shot at both of them. HVZ now looking over the ridge, still not spotting Rusty's now pushing up. There's the grenade. There might be a bit too late though. Cableons takes the first shots, but it's still no one dying here. And then Rusty Zero falls to HVZ. Obviously, it was 1 versus 2. It was a bit harder for them, but I think he actually survived way longer than I expected there.
That could have gone all wrong with that nade coming out at the wrong time. It could have gone all wrong. Rusty Zero had a good opportunity there to actually win that fight, but right now Singularity find themselves in a really hard spot. At the moment, Poem, it's all down to you. Holds down the spray with the AK while being tagged from elsewhere. His teammate has fallen. Going to smoke it up and get the res down. I don't think he's got the opportunity to get the flush for that kill. It might get stolen as ankle here. Ali's teammate is coming in from the angle. The nade bounces, and it bounces at an angle and goes straight past him. Lowquakes, he's falling very low. Poem, oh, another nade. These are good nades.
That's too far away. So Poem's basically waiting now for his teammate to get a bit closer. Maybe even getting the rest done, because Ankle needs to rotate. Where's his teammate, though?
His teammate's up on the hill. It's Ali.
Also down. Yeah.
It was the first fight that got taken, but now he's in cover.
You should probably pick him up right now, because there's no chance that he will spot those two in the smoke soon enough. Yep, that's what he's doing. Poem also got Lockwinnocks back, so we're back for 2v2 here on this fight. But they got Gunjoan. Look at the map. Look at the map. There's Gunjoan still sitting in the back of that.
Okay, right. So 2 teams in 1 building holding it. Einkel, he actually holds the push from Poem, doesn't get a few tags up. He gets taken down. And Lowquakes, both of them are lined up for him. And MVG are out straight away. Singularity still holding the lead position right now.
Is it 6 kills now?
Yeah.
For Singularity. That was, I mean, Lowquakes was also the one that got down, and he got revenge right after. He went up there, as he said, they lined up for him. They got him both. Dan is with Lowboy right now. Did Dan's teammate Junkush die? Where's Junkush?
No, I think he's still sitting there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, there's a second red dot. I saw him.
Yeah. They've got the top floor, and they just need to hold the two stairs with their crossfire that they have. And I think Lowboy, yeah, it's a death trap if you go up those stairs.
No, it's 2v2.
Yeah, it is a 2v2, but it's a death trap if you go up those stairs. But they need to clear out. Both these teams need to clear each other out before going. And I think Cass is going to do the job for them, because there's no way you leave that building and get to the circle without the team shooting you in the backside.
Gunjoan did not even get involved in Lowkicks and Poem. Look at that. He's rotating all the way up north, trying to find the closest spot between.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Junkish and Bertman, Dan both get flushed out here immediately by Evelina and Lowboy. I think they jumped out, right?
Yeah. They
tried.
They both jumped out and they lined up for them. As you can see, Avelino, he doesn't survive that long. Skewed is already shooting, so yeah, it was just a misfortune right there, but they don't get any of the kills, Renee.
Nope.
They both die to the blue. That's 4 points just taken out of Singularity. And the other, Caster and Skewed's opportunity, they did so much damage to them.
And there will be 8 kills in total if they got these two. On the other hand, we have to say the third party pretty hard already. That they got some of the kills. Oh no, that was BRZ a bit before. That was Rusty Zero and his teammate. They got the third party kill. Harmy, that's Savage Esport, looking down the hill. But there's so many targets right now, so it's hard to pick and decide what to commit to. Z, we see that MTGZ's still down there.
I think
for quite a while now already. He's sitting there just rotating slightly with a circle, trying to get a bit closer. At one point, he probably needs to get up there.
Yeah, unfortunately, the circle has gone north, so it's not going to be that island. But it's gone too far north that this ridge next to this road is insane to play on. But because it's right on the edge, it's not even on the edge of the circle, I don't think ZY can actually sit there. He might just be able to with his legs out in the blue. But at that point, you know you're going to die as soon as you make the cross on the road. Ganjohan from Yeah Black holding the hay bales, knowing that Lowquakes is there. But Lowquakes, he's just looting up the bodies. He's not going to make the push, but Poem is pushing on Emmy. And Lowquakes gets sprayed down and taken out. It's easy spray for Ganjoan. And like that, Emmy takes down Poem, and Singularity get taken down by 2 snakes. Nice and easy, and Emmy knows that there's another snake out there in the blue. So that's going to be another fight that he can take on and bag up those kills.
Still, they had 6 kills, and they managed to get inside the top 6.
Yeah.
Inside the top 10. So they can be happy with that still. Oh, MK14. And obviously, Ghillie Suit. And the usual level 3 stuff to pick up. That is for HVZ and Cable Owns. Might be their match here.
I don't know if you take the ghillie suit here. You've got the banana suit.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
What I've learned is a lot of the time you want to wear the banana suit on Miramar because everyone plays with their digital vibrance up very high. So on Miramar, when you have the banana suit on, the yellow tracksuit, you become invisible in the grass. So that's why everyone wears it. So it's better than the ghillie suit at that point. But it really depends if the other player is playing with the Digital Vibrance up on high. Everyone trying to make their way into the circle, but the shots are missing. Somehow ZY has made his way into the circle on the other side of the road, and he's just going to be sneaking in. Archlov, they're getting into a fight with Caster FPS and Skewed. You can see Archlov, he wants to take care of ZY. He knows that's the problem. But the problem isn't the solo. The problem right now are the two right above you.
Yeah,
they're going to be pushing.
Everyone is waiting above that reach for him. That's the problem. As soon as Eternals Gaming is trying to push up there, there's Narlock looking at that. There's Harmy looking down. Everyone is looking in their direction, but Narlock might be the lucky one. Yeah, he's on the back of both of them. Basically, of all of them. Yeah, Harmy's
Make up your mind, man.
Not cheating. Yeah, he needs to decide right now. He needs to commit to that attack. Harmy eats a lot of damage there, but still not enough with that grenade being cooked. Maybe that's enough, but Harmy went to the left already. We see that. So it seems like Narlock actually took that second too long in deciding if he wants to give it a go.
That's a good nade. Oh, but it bounces really far. That's a good nade. It was just cooked a bit longer. That's the thing. He's like, okay, he hasn't seen me. I can get a headshot with a Kar-98. Oh no, he's in the open. I can get a spray. It's just decide, man. Make the choice and commit to it. Stuff like that. If you hesitate, you will lose. And we've seen Harmy just spin on people before. If he hesitated a bit longer, I think Narlock would have just fallen, and Lawrence would have fallen as well. But Archelov takes down ZY at the bottom there, so they've got the entirety of the south part of that circle to themselves, and they just need to hold from anyone pushing, which they're not going to do. They're just going to wait for the next part of the circle. Caster FPS and Skewed, they're holding the eastern side while Ganjahan, he makes the push. What's happened to Emmy? I think Emmy might have fallen, because there's no way Ganjahan has got past that, getting to fight with Emmy.
Emmy's still there.
Emmy's still there?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, so Ganjahan just gone for a wide rotation. Right.
Far north. It's just the Ganjahan did not rotate all the way up north. At one point, he just turned around into Singularity. That was the fight we saw before. Yeah, now he's all the way back. That is basically the position where he started the rotation up north. He came back to it, and then I got killed there. That's kind of unfortunate for him. So Eternals Gaming kind of has to move up. They saw Caster and his teammate down there. They obviously also ran into Harmy. That's what we saw before. But Harmy... All right, thank you. Harmy and Gookie moved away from that group because they were squeezed in between Eternals Gaming and Caster and Scoot down there, as we can see. Oh, Caster hooked 59. How?
That was a headshot, apparently.
How did he get that one? Just ran into that bullet? It's like Matrix move, saw the bullet and then hold his head in it?
He's curving bullets upwards through the door.
Oh, that was Wanted, right? The movie where they curved bullets? Yeah.
He literally just curves a bullet. Ooh, Skewed gets sprayed up a tiny bit, but goes for the spray back and gets taken down by Archelov. Nice shot there, but he's in cover right now, but the grenades are going to come out. Caster needs to jump out of the building to revive his teammate. The grenade does take Caster down to about 25% HP, so he's going to be ticking a lot faster. I don't think Caster has the time to get the res on him without getting taken out completely by Eternals. The smoke is there. Might give him the extra cover that he needs, but time is ticking, my dude.
Oh, he's now coming all the way around the back. There's obviously the smoke. There's kind of trying to help him out. Now they need a grenade. Like, if they got a grenade, it will bounce somewhere so it keeps it.
No, okay,
Scoot is dead. So Caster is all alone now. Is Archelov really going for it? Do they...
Yeah, so they saw him run to the smoke, and because the building's not in the blue in the circle, you wouldn't think that he would run back into it. And HVZ's lining up a shot. Just stand still, my friend. Yes, MK14. That's the power of it. One shot to the head. That's enough. If you can hit the second one, and you can just put a red dot on that thing. Everyone says it. Put a red dot on it, and you can just use it as a rifle. But Caster refires, takes HVZ down, so that's his level 3 gear absolutely demolished. The amount of spray going on. He's going to get smoked up. A headshot lands just on the edge. So now Caster can push up.
Caster was in a bad spot, but now kind of that helped him to move around again and be able. That's it. Cable owns an HVZ out of it. Just because Emmy decided to play along there and become a part of this fight. So Caster is all alone down there. Archelov is alone. Emmy is alone. That's an entire solo player side right now down there. And look at that. Lawrence and Narlock, they kind of worked their way up the circle. So they are close to Emmy right now. And that's one of a few teams because there's only Harmy and Gookie still as an entire team.
Yeah, both the two-man teams are on the same side and they're getting to a fight. Narlock gets tagged down quite a bit, but he's got the high ground and the hill next to him. Harmy, he takes a spray. Goku, I keep calling him Goku. Go UK.
Why do you go for Go UK?
Goak.
That is like
Go
South
UK.
American region, and you go for Go UK.
Yeah, I'm British, dude.
NA luck.
Yeah, NA luck and Go UK. Bias caster here. Of course, I'm from the UK.
Oh, he had the shot for the
Harmy.
kill, but Harmy turns around. It's like, nope, you're not gonna get that one.
Again, Harmy just going absolutely ham. Lauren Sid takes him down finally after Harmy takes down Naluk.
But he's only knocked. If that grenade's not killing him, Gookie might picks him up. Lauren Sit now tries to help his teammate out. They give a bit of chance.
Harmy's out.
Gookie's actually pushing. All right. He's like, Harmy, he will die anyway. Let me finish this off. Does he get close enough, Lauren Sit? Because he's done with a revive there. So Naluk needs to bench up right now. He needs some medikit. Yeah. He's done over 50% right now.
I think Naluk has heard Goak.
Yeah,
so he's
there might be a
grenade.
good grenade
He's cooked it
coming
really well.
out.
It does damage.
Wow.
It's good damage. It's good damage. Now that means that Goak has to spend about 8 seconds.
You know what I would like to figure out? What a real grenade. What's the damage radius of that?
The damage ratio.
Yeah.
Well, it would be.
I never catched one that I'm not Bruno Mars.
It wouldn't. I think games have to put like a full off kind of radius because it's the shrapnel, right? That kind of that does the damage. So it would be infinite in some not really infinite. I shouldn't say infinite. It would be a lot larger because the pressure that the shrapnel flies away at would be huge. But
Yeah.
it'll be a lot weaker the further away you are because less shrapnel will be hitting you, right? But I would not want to be next to a real grenade.
That's why I said I never tried, you know?
Or would never try it.
I don't really want to. I was just wondering, since sometimes you see it, you see a grenade that you run away and you think, okay, it's not going to catch him. And there's a lot of damage still that they get. So Emmy is now trying to play Snake once again, trying to crawl up that mountain. Lauren Sit and Naluk, they're in a good position up there. I mean, Naluk is back to full health. And they're the only team. It's 3 teams in, and it's the never face-to-face guys. Yeah, they're the king of the hill right now. And Castor and Emmy, they're the snakes trying to come up
Emmy
there.
hits a
But Emmy
headshot.
actually gets the first hits done and gets Lauren Sit knocked, but then Blue is taking away
the
his
Blue's
life
doing a lot of damage.
immediately.
And Castor knows what's going on, so he's going to run up the hill. But the, never face-to-face, they know exactly where he is. He's going to peek up. He's looking. He spots one, but the spray comes out. And Naluk, he gets taken down to about 50 HP.
Castor's still on full life. If he comes up the hill at the
gets
right
the
time,
flush as
Lauren Sit is out. There might be the chance for the solo here to have a huge impact, and he gets it. Castor FPS takes the round in a solo player push-up king of the hill. Just in it. Yeah, try the team name. Try that team name.
Pegui. Pegui so Irma.
Pegway?
I don't know, but that's insane. He goes for the flush as well. He knows that that's not his knock, so he steals the kill and gets the extra 2 points because he has the time, and he wins the fight anyways. If he didn't win the fight, he got those 2 points regardless.
But look at the setup we had. We had 2 solo players playing Snake and a team sitting on top of the hill, and they still lost.
That's the thing.
Wow.
You think, you're like, okay, it's either a 2v2, but you know that because what they could see was smoke in one area, and they heard shots elsewhere when Emmy took the fight on. So they know that it's solos at that point. So they're just looking over the hill and being a bit too overconfident because they're like, okay, they're 2 snakes. We're a 2-man team. We can do this. And you get overconfidence, and it's just the aim comes out atop them. We saw that here many times with Rusty's era as well. Aim just coming out on top, and that's what Emil showed. Emil?
Emmy.
Yeah, Emil, one of the observers. Answer. Shout out.
That's what.
Yeah, shout out to
like,
shout out to Answer. Emmy, hitting that first headshot, let him win that fight, and that helped Castor out. And especially when Castor came from this cluster hell over here, making it all up that way, that far. This is where he came from. Look at this. He takes down HVZ, who's got the MK14 in hand and level 3 armor, and Harmy and these guys, they need to take this fight, they need to win it. And just luck completely everywhere. Yeah, this is insane. So well played.
I just really like Castor was not he was not waiting. Sometimes you see the Snake players being like, okay, I still wait for that one good moment where I can actually come up. But he was just like, all right, there was the fight. Someone died.
Yeah.
I just say, this whole region so far seems very reactive.
Yeah.
As soon as something happens, they go for it.
Everything or nothing. It's
I like it.
Right, we have the advantage here, and we know we've got the advantage. Even if you misread it, like, even if you're like, oh, that's not actually the team that is in the kill feed right now, they still commit. They still go for those fights, and I this is PUBG for me. This is this is actually more entertaining to watch.
It's a lot of action. We can't really complain about that. Also, seeing different teams on top because that was actually round number 3 already of tonight. That means there's still one map coming up another time that we hit into Miramar, and then we know exactly who is having a shot at that share of 40,000 in the finals. Top 16 qualify for that. We know the top 16 right after the break. Wingman Series is 7, Week 3, Round 4, 2 casters, 32 players, 40,000 on the line, and just 1 round left.
1 game remaining,
like
and
numbers.
it is scary. Yeah, I love numbers too. A little bit of a number file.
Not at all.
But one game, Renee. 1 game.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, it's getting a bit late, but you know we've been getting through the games. But right now, 1 game stands between the top 16 and the bottom the bottom everyone else. Pretty much, there's 2 lobbies going on.
That is the thing here. We still need to keep in mind there's a second lobby playing while we watch. Just 1 lobby, obviously. So before we head into the last one now, we try to have a quick look again at the overall. So let's do it step by step so it's easy to follow.
Yeah.
Let's first see the result of round 3. That's the first Miramar map we just saw. Okay, it's a bit easier in terms of kills. There's Singularity with 6 kills that obviously helped them a lot because placement points only 7 for them. 7 Bello once again with a proper performance at 10 and a 20 in total then due to the 5 kills. The winner, we saw that 4 kills and 20 points. That keeps them up easily, but all of this is just that 1 round. So it's pretty hard to see right now. Ronaldo e Rivaldo, one of the most consistent teams together with Bruxer e Baxino. They're far down the list. So let's get over to the entire day. So week 3 of the Wingman Series 7. We're obviously in the South American region.
Of our lobby.
Yeah, so let's see our lobby for this day. All right.
Okay, so
Singularity up the 3rd.
Brooksy e Bikes Eno, 55 points. 7 Bello, 54.
Yes.
Team Singularity, 53. 1 point difference between the top 3. Right now, Eternals Gaming, 46, 44, 43. So it's very close. And 16th place, 16. And down to 17th place, 12, 10, 7, 7, 4. So it's still possible for these teams to kind of get up in the top 16. But now for the overall leaderboard, total leaderboard of both the lobbies combined.
Okay, wait. Let's write this down because this will be super important for the last one. I will just
Boss Esports.
Boss Esports not for us, so we don't worry about it for now, I would say.
But they're in the other lobby and they're going ham.
So Singularity is currently leading. They are 156 points. The team right behind them is also now a lobby.
Oh God!
Ronaldo
look at this.
Rivaldo.
No, so the important points are in fact
look at that.
16, right? Team 16.
123.
123 and 122 from 16th and 17th place. Everyone down here, 17, 18, 19, 20, down to like 22.
Yeah, wait. But they're all not with us. So look at this. So Malvinas and Brooks are there in our lobby. And then all the way up, never face-to-face, 136 points.
But still, 18th place,
lobby.
you've got Youngblood 2K19. They're out of the top 16, but they're not that far off. So you've got 4 teams out of the top 16 that are still in contention for the top 16.
1, 2, 2. I like that. Look at only esports, 122. Youngblood, 117.
It's been a big week for Brooks Baxino. They're currently top in this week's leaderboard, and they've managed to pull themselves up into the top 16. So they still need to carry it on going in because they're not that far ahead of everyone behind them.
Looking at their overall performance, you won't be like, oh, they're with Singularity and everyone, so they're safe. But they're the only team that's not safe from the top guys of this week. Because Singularity, 156 points. What should happen to them? It's the top 16. Nothing will happen to them. Same for Ronaldo e Rivaldo. Safe as well. And then so that's basically the line here while we jump into our last match. So we will have the last time our plane going over that little island. But for us, it's important to see face-to-face Malvinas, Bruxo, Only Esports, and Youngblood 2K19. So there are the teams we have to have a look at. And right now it's Bruxo having the last spot that will get them a ticket to the finals. Oh boy. All right. I'm really looking forward to this one.
What a game to get into the last one, and what a plane to start the last game off. Nice and middle, nice and even plane going straight down, so all these teams will have a good, fair game. They can go wherever they want, and they can split loot as much as they want to. You can see El Pozo being taken by one team. Los Leones actually going to be empty, but Perry and Mir dropping close together. Mir lands on the roof. He lands on the roof. He's going to be so late. He has no gun. He's dead.
Yeah,
He's gone.
no gun. But I mean, I'm not sure if Perry actually knows that he landed there. Because look at that. He's not even.
I think Skulder will see him in a second.
Probably. As soon as he... Oh, he got a VSS even. All right. If you would just have a quick look. But you're normally not checking, right? Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, he's passing. There we go.
Okay, there we go. Now he's able to maybe get the first 2 points. Yep. It's jumping down. That's first 2 points for Skulder. Marola, not really playing a role along the top 16, if I see that correctly. Still, yep, that is the first kill. And once again, below 1.5 minutes.
Yep, straight away. Problem with dropping close by. It's just unlucky he didn't drop in the building.
Yeah.
He didn't have a chance to get any weapons.
So let's try to find our team. So Einkel and Ali, that is Malvinas. So that's position 15. And then we're looking for Bruxo. Where are the guys at right now?
Raspu and Rusty Zera. They are around Monte Nuevo.
Yeah, Monte Nuevo. Yeah, and Eastwood right next to them. Oh, Junkers and Dan once again pick an early fight. But Junkers this time not coming out on top. It's once again against Dizzy. It seems like
Dizzy
these two love to run into each other. Junkers already out of contention here. That was a quick one because Dan wasn't close at all to help his teammate out there.
Dan has a weapon either. Okay, he picks up an SKS. So he can do something, but it has no scope, and Dizzy's quite far away. He finds himself a scope, but Dizzy's gone round at the corner of the building. Was that a 1-for-1 trade? Where's Dizzy's teammate? Yeah, he's nowhere nearby. Oh, Eastwood. Okay,
yeah,
right,
Eastwood.
he's coming in now. So they have to be very careful. I'm not too sure they know exactly where Dan is. I might have seen him land, but Dan could be anywhere at this point. But they're going to take El Pozo up. The circle, it's a middle circle as well, kind of south. But it's an okay circle. It's not going to force anyone to do anything crazy or silly. Everyone can just kind of get in their positions around the edge of the circle and just hold up. Los Leones, you know, it could shift that way as well. You've got Narluck and Lauren Sid. No one is around them for at least 2 kilometers.
Do you see Only Esport and Youngblood right now? That's the ones I'm looking for. I mean, Narluck and Lauren Sid, they're not that far away because they are on 136 points. And Only Esports sits at 121. So if Lawrence and Narluck have a really bad round and get picked up early on, they might even lose their spot. So they kind of need to survive as long as possible to just get at least some points in. If they get points in, they're basically safe. And I think... Oh, what was Youngblood? I remember that logo. We had them a lot on the screen. Isn't that Cable owns? Or is it Emmy? No, it's Emmy and Kelnix. That should be Youngblood 2K19.
Oh, yeah, no, that's Youngblood 2K19, yep.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's a new one.
Props to the observers finding all these Jesus faces everywhere. My God. So you have one guy looking at the map, one guy looking at the players, and one just flying around the map looking for Jesus faces all around. But, of course, Jesus pops up in random places. Eastwood! Eastwood!
What did he do?
Eastwood!
Is just getting it with a pen? No way.
He just took him out.
Oh, I would have loved to see that.
What's going on? Why did Eastwood do that?
There's Pokemon is happy about that.
It might have been a DC.
Pan kill.
It might have been the DC. So
Don't say that. I want to have that. I want to have the impression that was a legit pan kill.
On his teammate. I think Dizzy might have DC'd and he was just like, right, let me just get rid of him. But, I mean, unless...
No, he was like, that was a really stupid idea. And he was just punching him with a pen.
What is this? Why are we looking at a toilet?
What's happening now? Oh, Ali finds Kelnix. Oh, that is actually going for top 16. Look at that. That's Alex getting Kelnix, so that means
not a good
that's
start.
Malvinas getting 2 points of Youngblood.
Yeah, not a good start
well
from Youngblood. They are in the top 16 at the moment. They need to keep that position. RDNX finds finds ZY and Marco Juarez as well.
They're in the top 16 by only 3 points.
Youngblood.
And that was 3 points to only esports and a bit more than 6 points to over Youngblood.
Yeah, Youngblood not in the top 16 right now.
Yeah, they would have to get that kill of Malvinas, but instead they got killed. So they won't be happy about that. Psychopath is just hanging out there, waiting for Belita.
Oh, there we go. They're out. They're out. They're completely out.
I can basically get them off my list right now. They're not doing it. That means only esports is the other team looking inside the top 16, depending on Bruxo and Malvinas right now. Is Psychopath really that patient? Is he just waiting for Balita and Covert basically running right into him?
Yeah, this is PUBG. This is PUBG. You just wait for people to run because they're not waiting. They don't know where you are. He knows that there's a. So you can see Covert the way May de la Fugino da Polisa are
Appreciate the effort.
the way they're playing, they know there's someone in the long building, but they don't know that Psychopata is over here, and especially lying down behind this area here. Eastwood finds a kill onto Dan, so that is Dan's team taken out as well, and they have.
And he actually went for a proper weapon this time. Not bad. All right, 7 Bello. That is HVZ. And teammate, while Psychopata is still just... That's fun, because they're looking at Guben.
Yeah, they know.
And they have no clue that Psychopata is right behind them. If he would just crawl a bit forward.
I mean, you'd get a bit... You know, you get your Sherlock hat on and be like, okay, something's happening. And you can see Psychopata, he might just end up standing up. But Kovad is looking that way.
Be happy that this is...
there we go, he's going to stand up.
Lobby.
Ooh,
oh, there we go. He gets Kovad, but not on Balita. That is unfortunate, because it would have been better to pick off both immediately.
Didn't have the angle.
Oh, Balita looks around the corner, finds a second Ronaldo and Rivaldo player.
Yeah, now you can see Psychopath. He's going to go for the nade and try and take down Kovad. He can actually get the flush quite easily. Kovad hasn't moved his position, and I think that is it for Kovad. He's going to get flushed out. Cubalita. Oh, no, they're baiting. They're baiting teammate.
I think they're using that right now. Oh, that's a long grenade to keep Balita away. And yeah, so they could finish off Kovad. That was nicely done. RDNX also finds Cableones.
7 Bello, they're in the top 16 quite high up, so it's okay for them. The nade lands inside, doesn't do damage to Cubalita. Guben still holding the angle from the balcony, going to be popping out. Cubalita just waiting for the push, waiting for the 1v1. Now the grenade's being cooked by Guben, and it's going to land, it's going to bounce away. Cubalita holds the angle. Now he's up against Psychopata, who has the M24 in hand. Both these fights are a 1v1 for him. Neither of the... Psychopata could push. It'll be a 1v1 for him.
Oh, that was a great... They actually hit Balita. Yeah, that's down to only like a quarter left of health if Psychopata is pushing right now. But they obviously don't know that he hit.
Psychopata, he's just picked up a nade. He knows Cubalita's in there. He's going to throw the nade, and this is going to do a lot of damage. There we go. Nice read by Psychopata picking up the nade. And meanwhile, Singularity gets themselves 4 points as the first circle is about to close in.
Yeah, they're actually running away with the lead here, it seems. At least in our lobby. Scoot finds Archelov, and HVZ knocks RDNX. So there's a lot of action right now here in Miramar. Just trying to keep an over here. Caster, obviously our winner of the last round with a solo performance that was outstanding. So Archelov finally got killed by Scoot. Helped them a bit moving forward. So that's 1 kill for them. That's a grenade onto Eddie. Does it hit? No, it doesn't.
Just a bit short. Scoot is pushing up over Eddie Stick. He's trying to hold the ridge line, trying to stay as low as possible. RDNX gets taken out by HVZ. Eddie Stick wins the fight as the push comes in, but it's going to be the headshot by Caster. And he takes them out, and just like that, that's another team that falls. 2 teams fell within 30 seconds of each other, and now Scoot is being shot. I think they're being shot by someone else. Yeah, they are. But the smoke does go out, and Caster's going to manage to get his friend up. They're being shot by Eastwood, who is a solo right now because he had to pan his teammate. Yeah, let's not forget that.
Yeah, let's not forget that. He did it with a pan, in style.
Cable Owens, so 7 Bello just won a fight here, and now they're up against Heino and Hypow, who have pushed into their building. HVZ is going to hold the door on the other side. They're just going to boost up. 75 HP, going to try and get it to 100. You can see Hypow's just on the outside. He's trying to make sure that no flank's going to happen into the other side of the... Well, you can flank outside of these buildings because there are just so many entrances to it. Through the garage doors, you can see. So he's just holding the outside. He spots one out. He goes for the spray on Cable Owens, wins that fight, needs to get cover. 40 HP left. And now Heino is going to go on the push. He's going to push completely out. Spots out HVZ, but HVZ wins that fight. Falls to 15 HP. Going to run in. The pre-fight comes in. HVZ wins that. High Pow is very low. He might actually just get the res off. It is 10 seconds, but High Pow needs to heal. That's also 10 seconds long. And now you're going to... Oh, no, he's going to heal. He's not going to go for the res. He's going to heal up a tiny bit, and now they're going to come in. HVZ holding the pre-fire angle, and 7 Bello win that fight.
On top. Yep, gets 2 kills for his team.
Oh, no.
Played there.
I thought HVZ won that fight.
No, it was iPower that had the upper hand in the end. Eastwood still all alone, but there's Scoot and his teammate in the truck. It's not really getting much damage done, though.
He's going to go for another shot, isn't he? Yeah,
he will try.
Oh, go for another one. Go on.
Keep trying, buddy.
Yes.
Keep trying. Inspiration not getting another kill out of that, but they're on 2 already.
And look at this, Singularity are coming in. They heard the fight, and they're going to go straight for it. A great start by 7 Bello, but of course, they're all out. I think they've secured themselves enough points to kind of stay in that top 16. There is another lobby, but
who are you worried about? Singularity?
I'm not worried about Singularity.
Yeah, they're definitely
Bello. High Power, he jumps out and gets caught out by Lockwix. And Heino spots Lockwix out. Throws a nade high.
I think that's not really going in far enough.
Oh, he actually lands! What?
What? Oh, he walked into it! Lockwix basically walked into it. They were pushing, not expecting the grenade from falling down from heaven, basically, and landing right on top of it.
Wait, Caster has just come out of nowhere. Skewed and Caster, they just rock up in their car. They take down Heino, so that is High Power and Heino taken out of the team, taken out of the game. And now Singularity, they need to get the heal, the res, and take this fight with Pegui.
I'm not sure Skewed and Caster know that they're there.
Oh, they must do. They must have seen the nade knock come out. They have to. Yeah, look, they're not pushing in. They're not pushing. They know that that compound is taken by another team. Yeah, because they saw the nade come in by High Power, and yeah, they should know. They should know. Harmy gets taken out.
Just to make everyone aware, Lowboy and Avellino, that is the team currently sitting at 17th. So they definitely want to score big here, because that will bring them into the top 16 to go through to the final. But for that, they will need to be better than these guys, Rusty Zero and Raspu. Yep. And so far, they had remarkable rounds today.
Yeah, they've really pulled it out of the bag. They're currently topping this week's leaderboard. But even with that, they're still in 16th place. So this game is everything or nothing for them. They have, look at how they're playing it. Very passive. They're trying to take the fights on. They've only got 1 kill. And Narluck is going for the fight. Lawrence is pushing past them, but he's got the teammate.
Do Rusty Zero and Raspu already have a kill? Let me check.
Yeah, they've got 1 kill.
But only Esports got 1 kill as well, because the difference is 1 kill.
Yeah.
Between them, so it's still that. It's still 2 points between only Esports and Bruxo.
Oh god, look at this. Goak, he can hear Narluck shooting. Lawrence hasn't shot yet, and he's right next to him. So this is a fight that could work in favor of Rusty Zero and his teammate. If Goak can take out Lawrence, then they know that there's someone here. But Lawrence just playing very passive, and so is Goak.
Yeah, I wonder if he's trying to get closer to Lawrence or not.
He doesn't know. Lawrence hasn't taken a shot yet, so he doesn't know he's there. He knows where Lawrence's teammate is.
Did he not see him?
Now he's seen him. There we go. He spotted him.
Yeah. But I'm not sure if Lawrence had actually spotted Goki.
No, I don't think he did.
Probably not. No, but they got... The problem is with BRC on the other side, and we know how they can third-party something. It's super risky. As soon as he goes over there to actually get close to Lawrence Rusty Zero might have a clean shot.
There we go, Goek. He's going for the slow push up. Narluck, it's his chance to spot him out, but I think he's just looking in that direction. He might spot him. There's a window there, the grenade. You're going to cook it up really well and throw the nade in. It's going to do a lot of damage. If it doesn't knock him, then the nade comes in. Yeah, it doesn't knock him. So he's giving away his position. Oh my god, the molly is going to spread. It's going to spread through the whole building. Has to force Lawrence out. Oh, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, but he left. He left, though.
He still doesn't know where Goek is. 4 HP, look at this.
I told you. As soon as he moves somewhere where they can have a shot, BRC is definitely taking it. And they did. So that means they push their but 16th position to 4 between them and Only Esports.
Oh, there we go. The fight comes in. Singularity caught in an open field, having to run across. A lot of bullets coming out, but Poem still manages to make his way across. His teammate, not so much. But Poem, all he needs is himself in a good covered position and a bit of health. And he's just going to rock up and hold against Skewed and Caster FPS while they try and make the push in. I think Skewed might be out in the open. Poem's going to take some shots towards him. And now they're being shot by BRC, the other BRC, Guben and Psychopata. So now it looks like Skewed and Caster FPS are in a very terrible spot from the looks of it. Everyone can see where they are, and they're on the edge of the circle, Rene. They have to make their way in. It's going to be hard for them, unless they have a vehicle.
That's true. I mean, there's not much where they can move to, right?
I think they have a bike. It looks like they have a bike. Yeah, just outside the building there. Oh, no,
no.
They have a wheelbarrow.
They can try with that.
They have a wheelbarrow.
Like to see that. Not as quick as a bike, though. I'm absolutely sure about that.
Oh,
Psychopata gets Ellie and Einkel. That is Malvina. Wait, Malvina's on 9th. They had been on 15th with 1 point ahead of Bruxo and 3 points ahead of Only Esports. Only Esports is still in.
This is a yikes shift. A massive yikes shift.
Yes, 3. So if Only Esports survives another 2 and maybe even gets a kill, they get the position of Malvinas and they actually move through.
Oh, AUG, a good 5.56 rifle to take. Right now, Skewed spots out the remaining member of Singularity. That's Poem. He's going to do some damage. Poem's in the circle. He's got himself a nice concrete compound. But a good position right now is on Guben and Psychopata. Right?
Oh, Lauren sit against Raspu. That could be interesting with Rusty right next to it. If Lauren decides to actually get involved, but nope. Raspu moved already down the hill. Yeah, there was no chance for
These guys are south right now. They need to make their way into the circle, and they just about have done so. But now they're being shot at by RDP. Nicoletta just laying down some hellfire on BRC. Not a great position for them to be in, and they've got Lauren, Sid, and Co coming up behind, so they don't have much time to play with. If they want to get into a better position, Rusty Zero is going to hold NA Luck. NA Luck. Nah, Luck. Well, that is NA Luck right there as the car flips, and it looks like it's going to be two extra points, 4 points coming in. Lauren Sid, he's stuck in a really hard place right now as he pushes, and he's going to push directly onto BRC, but gets taken down, and no kill stealing for them. Guben takes down Poem, so that Singularity out, but I think they've made it into the top. They made it into the top 10, so it's okay. They had a couple of kills as well. It's all about BRC. What can they do? They're on the edge of the circle. The next rotation for them is going to be absolutely hard as heck.
It's just with Bruxer scoring that many points, they've got 4 kills already, and they're inside the top 8. So they're also through because they had been 16th before going into this. But with Only Esports still in there, if they survive this, they take the spot from Malvinas because they're out with 1 kill. Malvinas Gaming, 1 kill. And the difference was 4. Was it? It was 2, 4. Yeah. No, it was 3. Only 3. So with Only Esports being that far up, they should be in. That might be that Malvinas, that was Ellie and his teammate, just threw it away with that 1 fight at the end of the day.
Well, nonetheless, there are still 12 people alive, so that is 10 people that need to be killed for a winning team, and that is about 20 points that is still available just from kills alone. The circle does shift. It goes towards Guben and Psychopata, who have now the last remaining compound in the circle. Low boy, so Only Esports, they need to push in, but their rotation is a lot easier than DRC, who have to run in between RDP and Only Esports as they're coming in. You can see the northeastern side of the circle is completely clear, but now Skewed and Caster, they're raining hellfire on Only Esports, while RDP rain hellfire on BRC as they need to make their rotation in. Yeah, Black, they were top coming into this week, but they haven't had that best of a run this week at the current moment. 0 points, 0 kills right now.
They also had 0 points in a round.
Yeah,
so,
Game 1,
definitely not the week they were looking for, especially with the finals just up ahead. And basically the door wide open for them, but so far they didn't step through. If I remember the standings correctly, maybe we can have them on our left once again now that we approach the top 5. Because I'm really not sure if Yeah Black was actually in it. I mean, they had to, right? They were leading coming into this lobby.
Ooh, a tag up right there. RDP doing a lot of damage into BRC. You can see, look, BRC are not surviving any longer than this. There's just no way they can make it across. They have, I think, very minimal amount of smokes as well. It might just get them halfway. They do get into the car. There we go. A nice headshot by Ed Dena. And that's one player taken out. Raspu gets finished off, but it's going to be Psychopata that nicks it. So RDP, they don't even get a single kill there. And now somehow Rusty Zara has made himself behind the car and a tree and a little dip. So the car blows up, but Rusty Zara gets taken down to about 25 HP, but he's going to survive and heal up. And now he's got hard cover behind that car. He's got a tree and that car. So there's no way he can get shot through it. He needs to stay lying down. He's in the circle. He can survive a bit longer. Hopefully someone else can deal with RDP, as they need to make their way into the circle too. Only a bit of that compound that they're in is in the circle, just 2 buildings.
Interesting split now across that circle. Scoot now finds Ganjohan, tries to get onto Black, but Gubin drops Scoot. All right, that was
and
not really expected that would go.
Straight away. Look at this.
Yeah.
Gets the knock. Right, we're going. We're going right now. It's 10 seconds.
Castro actually goes for Scoot. I was wondering if Castro maybe sets up for that push, but he doesn't. But Bozao actually finds Gubin, who was on his way. Yep, that is a lot of shots going his way because he wanted to push. He wanted to get into Castro, but unfortunately, there was no way for him with all the shots keeping him away.
This is what you see. This is why NA and EU regions don't push like that so aggressively when they get a knock so far away. Because one, the res, it is 10 seconds. Yeah, you do have the time to push, but you do get punished for pushing like that. And look at Gubin. Now he's stuck. Ganjohan and Bozao will just frag him up if he runs in the open. But now that he's running back, Castor and Scoot should be able to spot him. But somehow he's not being punished for that move. He's not being punished at all. And he can probably just hold it. And Castor will have no idea that he's so close up close and personal. But nonetheless, he gets back into the building, and they have the last remaining hard cover there. They need to really use the ridgeline. Anyone else needs to really use the ridgeline to make their way up. I can see Psychopata got tagged up a tiny bit in the building.
It's still interesting, though, that Rusty Zera, after his teammate got killed by Edidenda, is still alive. He's sitting next to the car, laying down, laying low.
Fully snake. Fully snake mode.
Fully snake, but he's still around. That's good. And once again, Rivaldo, that team is just so consistent here in Week 3. It's incredible how they ensure that they're always inside the top 10, basically, and always fighting along the teams for the win. Edidenda is out now because, flipped the car.
Yeah.
Oh, it's exploded.
Yeah, it was being shot at and it exploded.
That was unfortunate. After all these shots he took.
It's Nicoletto's time. He's going to get tagged up. The car's blowing up. There we go. The scar comes out and the spray. He's going to line straight up. The car's going to blow up any second now. Nicoletto jumps out, goes behind the hay bale, gets tagged from everyone. Is going for him. The feet is sticking out. Psychopata, can he connect the shots? He connects one really low HP right there for Nicoletto, and he gets taken out by Bozao. Ooh.
Yeah,
you don't want to be in that
position. Finally, I mean, that was so many shots taken at him.
See, right now, Brooksy and Baxino, they have 4 kills. So they're going for placement right now because those 2 extra points with the placement points will help them stay in the top 16. So it's okay. They've got enough kills. It's not the worry. They're only 2 kills behind the top team, but they're still ahead of everyone else in the lobby. It's all about the placement. And right now, Rusty Zera is just playing as long as he can.
They're not 16th anymore because they overtook Malvinas already, as well as only esports now.
But of course, you're playing another lobby as well.
That's the only issue. That's the only thing we currently can't control.
Of course.
I mean, on the other hand, what we saw at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 was our lobby only. There was no other team in between. It's just, if there's someone from the back really scoring big right now in the last round, then it could be completely different to what we currently think it is.
Skew takes out Gubin, and that gives them this first little building in the zone for them to be able to take up, and Gubin gets taken out. Good measure, but Ganjahan stops the push. Skew gets taken out straight away.
All the way down there, and he actually killed him immediately. One shot by Ganjohan. Another kill for his team. Was taking the kill behind the hay ball. Yeah, that was the previous one.
Has Ganjahan spotted Rusty Zera? Yeah, he might have just spotted Rusty Zera. No, he's not looking towards Rusty Zera. Rusty Zera is in the open. He's getting tagged up now. Not a great place to be in. Double headshot, and Rusty Zera gets taken out in 5th place for his team there. And I think, hopefully, if the Goose lobby doesn't have any teams. They might have just stuck themselves in the top 16. They tried their hardest and they played really well, but we have to wait till the end of the game to see if there are any upsets from coming in from Goose. But what an excellent week by those guys this week.
Definitely. I just think this lobby, they did well. Only esports now still survive. That are these two you see over here in orange, Avelino and Lowboy. They probably also in. So the real big loser of this last round of this week is Malvinas. They were looking strong. They had a good third week, but being killed early in this particular map now probably cost them the ticket to the finals and a shot at the 40K.
See, this is really clever by Black. So they're going to send Bazao out into the field, more center circle, well, not really center circle, but behind some better cover so you can see more of the entire playing field. And while that was happening, you've got Ganjahan who's staying up on the high ground and just letting him not get blown up by taking shots at Psychopata as he peeked the window. Nonetheless, only esports, they see this as an opportunity to make their way deeper into the north part of the circle where the hills are, the preferred place to be playing from it. And Lowboy is going to take a fight with Bazao.
Actually showed himself, but immediately only esports got some damage done on him. I wasn't expecting him to peeking that early and actually risk that, because he was lucky that only esports went away basically and decided they prefer the positioning that you were explaining instead of getting 2 points of that kill. But he tried to get involved once again immediately. Ganjahan on the other side, you said that they were splitting up, so Psychopata basically needs to look both directions out of the window, on the left and on the right.
Question is, the reason why Black have done this is because Phase 8 will decide whether this building that Psychopata is in the next circle, and is it just?
Yeah.
It actually is. It actually is in. And now center circle for Phase 9 is going to be bang slap in the middle of that field. And believe it or not, I think Black have the best position for this. Because everyone's now clumped up in the north. They're going to have to fight each other. And whoever needs to make their way into the middle of the circle, you've got Ganjahan and his teammate on the other side of the circle. Clean line of fire.
Oh, that was one for Castro, and he hits the first one immediately on the Psychopata. He was jumping around a bit too much. Down to 10.
Oh,
maybe a grenade to finish him all. The grenade's not hitting the window. Unfortunate for them there. It's lost opportunity, basically, because I think that grenade would have done the damage.
Bazao just needs to not die. He needs to wait. He should know that he's right next to center circles. He doesn't need to move. Everyone needs to come to him. But this massive conglomeration of teams up here in the north, this is going to be the bloodbath that's waiting to start. Caster, at the moment, on his solo, 3 kills, 5 for the entire team, 3 kills.
He knows how to win solo. We saw that in the previous round.
Absolutely.
So if someone can make it happen, then there. Oh, that's beautiful. 2 kills lined up for Black. On the other side, that's only esports. These guys want to stay alive because they're looking good now to get into the top 16 on the very last round of today.
Look at how much of a problem Bazao is being just in this area. Okay, a lot of his shots are actually going to the hay bale, but he now spots out Lowboy and takes him out. Look at him. Only esports cannot do anything because of where Bazao is. They can't push up. They have to take the fight up there, but as they push up, Bazao can shoot at them. They need to use the smokes and push closer and closer to Bazao. Phase 9 is now going to start. Ganjahan and Bazao are the closest to the center of the circle. How many smokes do you have left, only esports? Okay, 0 on Avelino. I don't think if Lowboy has enough, 0 on Lowboy.
Well,
they are absolutely screwed when the next circle, when the circle starts closing in. Everyone else, this is all about smokes. If you don't want Bazao to pick up any kills and Ganjahan to pick you off, you need the smokes to be able to push in and close the gap. And right now you can see no smokes. Easy tag. And like that, they're going to get taken out. But Caster, he takes down Psychopata as he pushes out. And now it's 2 teams, 3 alive, 1 versus 2. Black holding it, and he's just going to die to the circle. Oh, no, is he? Is he going to take the fight? No, he's going to die to the blue.
Yeah, he's not taking it. That's unfortunately. I wanted to see Caster doing it once again. Oh, he's running out now. He's running down the hill. He wants to make something happen. But nope, that's it. And it's, Black, after coming in as a leader in this lobby into the day, not having good results throughout the previous maps, finally winning the last one. I mean, let's be honest, it's where it counts, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that in the end, you're in the top 16.
Yeah.
And to be honest, right now, I don't know where they are because they were not on the ones that I wrote down.
But again, it is about consistency, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you were high up in the previous week, okay, you have a bit of a break this week. You can risk a few games. But if you're not that high up, you need to always be on your game. You need to be a bit more consistent than the way they have been. But they do finish it off with 6 kills and both players alive at the end of that. So very well played and good positioning right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at some replays. We're going to wait for the API to kind of conglomerate all the points. And then we should have everything in a couple of minutes for you. But my God, what a great bunch of games from the South American region. Excellent gameplay. PUBG, aggressiveness, so fast-paced. I love it. Absolutely love it. And we can see all the kills coming out now. Poem, Singularity giving themselves an excellent week of games. Also, the opposite, the sister team of BRC as well. High Power. This fight over the compound, 3 or I think 4 separate teams getting involved. High Power, not aiming, just hip firing. Really confident in that fight and taking him out. Okay, this nade. Here we go.
Just look.
It just lands in front of him. They're not so they don't see the nade coming in because it just lands down, and all that time it takes for it ticking.
We were wondering with that high grenades, like, oh, that's never going to happen. Never hit. We just got immediately that beautiful flip. What you called NA luck.
Yeah, that's NA luck right now.
Yep, that didn't really work out for them. Rusty Zero was able to clean up both, getting some more points for them because coming into this last map, they had been on 16th position because they really had to store some. Oh, look at that. Look at that headshot being lined up for him. So, what a gift.
Oh, that was a nice headshot as well coming out. Just getting him in the last second. Double headshot right there. You don't want to be caught in the open. But it is a wonderful, wonderful set of 4 games that we just had. South American region, I have absolutely loved watching just the difference that you guys play at. You know, like I said, that push that was coming out by Caster, you get the knock and you go straight for the push. In NA and EU, you're going to get punished for that. But, you know, that was the only time that we saw him getting punished for that push, but he didn't even get hit once.
Like I said, I said it the whole evening already. I really, really like the play style in South America. You might be right. Obviously, might be being pushed in different lobbies, but they play their region. That's the first important thing for them. Even if they would adjust to how EU and NA plays, it wouldn't really help them because they play their own region.
I would absolutely love to see because NA and EU, they kind of understand how each region plays. They've played each other at big lands and stuff like that. And of course, a lot of MPL players are also, well, not a lot, I would say like 1 or 2. They are from the EU region as well. They've come over. So this Wingman lobby next week is going to look insane because you've got 2 different playstyles directly down in the middle, half and half. NA and SA, they're going to be coming in. Which playstyle is going to do better?
It will be interesting to see. I mean, that's part of the storyline. And if I heard it correctly, we got the scores ready. That means we're really going down to business now and find out. That's, first of all, scoreboard once again for this particular map.
Game. Yeah.
So game 4. Not really surprising. Yeah, Black on top with 4 kills and 20 points. That was obviously the last team to survive.
Is that right?
Once again, Ronaldo Rivaldo.
So wait, hold on. Second place, 14 points with 6 kills.
That's 12. 26, yeah, that's correct.
So, okay. Right, no. So like, even coming first and getting 4 kills, you're still ahead of, second place and they get 6 kills. That's insane. That's actually insane.
It's due to the 4 kills as well, right? Only esports, they got 1 kill only, so that's 12 to up to 14. Let's see. That is only...
Overall for this week.
Yeah, only this week. All right. So Brooks actually winning that week. 74 points in front of Team Singularity, 67, and then Rivaldo on a 63. Youngblood, they did 34, down on 14th. Only Esports did 41. I mean, it's obviously close on the entire first page.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
Right.
Boss Esports, that's not our lobby. They won overall, down to 16. Only Esports managed to get in because Malvinas dropped out. I told you. Malvinas was 15th going into the last round. 15th. And they dropped out.
Brooks backs Eno, 142. The difference between all of these points is just so little, but then there's a massive jump when you get to Singularity. The top 4 so far ahead, but only Esports just surviving in. Malvinas not having a great
36 for both of them. Only Esports and FK team, which means Malvinas, if they would have survived probably, one other team, that would have been enough. And a kill, maybe.
So it would have been like a joint 15th place between 3 teams if they could get another kill. Oh, that is close. I mean, I have seen before like a team qualify by 1 point as well.
Yeah.
And it was against one of my friends as well, and it was very hard.
But that means
Yeah.
everyone went into the last game with the thought,
Yeah.
we might still make it. All that pressure is like, yeah, we might all still
And
be
that's,
in or
that's
not.
because of this point system. I mean, 1 point between each placement, but 2 points for
For
a kill.
Yeah.
That's what makes the difference, and you can see how close it is, even in the top 16.
I just think the loser of the day definitely is Malvinas. They
Yeah,
must feel
unfortunately,
horrible right
I know.
now. Yeah, they went 15, so they knew, okay, we're kind of...
Like, it just needed a good placement.
Yeah, it's like we're
Like, at that point, you just
kind of
need a good
close,
placement.
but we're at least in already, which means we're not playing against getting into the top 16.
Yeah.
It's just about staying. But I think only esports did well being so slow in the
Yeah.
beginning of that map. But, you know, sometimes you can't force it. If,
No.
if you're in a region of the map where it does not work for you right now,
You just
That's
have
what
unlucky
happens.
games. Like,
Yeah.
it just comes down to that one last game, especially when, you know, you're so close to just keeping your position in the top 16 or just dropping out of it. You can see Malvinas, all they needed was just a good placement. Only esports needed a good placement as well. They only had 1 kill, but got a good placement in that. And that, they came third, didn't they? So, you know, that let them get into the top 16, unfortunately, for Malvinas. They've always, hopefully, they have next season to try out. You know, it is Wingman. You know, GLL, they've been doing it for 7 seasons. I'm pretty sure they're not going to stop anytime soon. But
7 is, it's not even, it's right, 8 would be okay to end, or 10th, but not 7th, right?
Yeah, not 7th, of course.
Not 7th.
I mean, we're
Just let
not
you know.
confirming anything. We're just speculating. We haven't been told. But nonetheless, we have our top 16 from South America. They're going to be going to the final next week. On Monday, we're going to find out who's going to be joining them from NA.
Yeah, there's still a lot of places to get in those finals. Like I said, we mixed regions. We got NA and South America. Then we got the CIS
And EU.
Europe.
Yeah.
We will be back, obviously, tomorrow again.
Yes.
Because it's just a lot of PUBG
We're
action
doing
to cover.
the LATAM Masters.
Do we not also do EU tomorrow? Yeah. Wingman Europe.
Yes.
You see, so it's not. We don't need to wait until Monday for NA to get back into duo action. No, it's tomorrow, and if I'm not mistaken, we actually start 8 p.m., which is CEST, what we're currently on.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, mark that down in your calendar, because after what we saw today on South America, I'm absolutely sure that Latin American Masters and EU tomorrow will bring us a lot of good action. We will be joined by, this name is Toby.
Yeah, the name is Toby, so
Yep.
Toby will be joining us. And I think for the LATAM stuff, we've got some Brazilians coming over as well to do their own cast in Brazilian, of course, but I'm pretty sure...
I'm pretty sure we would still hear them.
We could probably still hear them, and you know, it'll just be what you, me, and Toby doing. You know, if their English is good, I'm pretty sure it should be. We can get one of them up to, you know, give one of us a break
We
at
just
some
do
point.
full rotation, and one of us always ends on the Brazilian stream.
I mean, I'm ready for
Yeah,
it.
you could be decoration at least on this stream.
Decoration. Wow.
And
So
all of that.
rude.
So
Oh.
PUBG and GLL returns tomorrow. Mark that. We set that. Be ready. 8 p.m. CEST. Until then, take care. That's it from Talha and me, GRunner, for tonight at least. And we see you tomorrow. Goodbye.